All right, thanks for joining, guys. So this is the DELIAN Tomb. We're into Chapter 2 now. Just started Chapter 2 of the DELIAN Tomb, or Part 2 of the DELIAN Tomb. And there are 5 characters who have come from various recent adventures. So let's do some quick character introductions, and then we'll move on from there. We'll start with Eldrin, and let us know what your last thing you just did was in the area.
Okay, Sir Eldrin is a veteran, an older elf veteran. He's the tactician. And last he did was aided the supplies, I guess, coming here.
The wagon full of medicine to stop the plague of the goats.
Medicine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then Francis.
Brother Francis is a monk, aka censor, who believes in achieving purity through pain. So you hear him whipping himself at night and crying. And the last thing he did was, I think it was a farmer's daughter that had been gone missing and taken into a smith's daughter.
Violet, the daughter of the smith Ashley, was taken into the DELIAN Tomb, and you helped rescue her from there.
Yes.
All right, then we got Yan Mei.
Yeah. Yan Mei is a polder. Short.
Your mic's real quiet.
Oh, can you hear me okay?
That's a little better, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Yan Mei is a polder, so she's quite short. Fire elementalist. She wears a tidy dress that's streaked with soot at the hems and sleeves. Her facial expression is usually kind of sleepless and guarded, and wherever she goes, sometimes she murmurs, "The fire took my blood, and it will not take yours." She joined the group after getting some requests to help a adventurer.
All right, and yeah, double check your mic. It's still pretty quiet. Just make sure you got it close, and like I had not the wrong mic input. Ruckus, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Ruckus, sort of a traveling priest, helping out where I can. So I helped the crew in the DELIAN Tomb, and then I have sort of in town have just been trying to lend a hand where I can. Like that's sort of my whole gig is just trying to help out where I can and put positivity into the world in the midst of so much darkness.
And last but not least, the troubadour.
Yeah, I am Thalanor, the wood elf. I don't know if they say wood or wood. Anyways, wood elf. I also ventured into the DELIAN Tomb and lost a companion in there. I am very energetic and flamboyant and just in search of the next great story, especially if it's going to be about me.
All right. The 5 of you come together having just returned, some of you, from the DELIAN Tomb, battered, bruised, but triumphant. Some of you having just arrived with medicine to help stave off a plague of some of the livestock in the village. And I'm going to move you to the village square, or you can zoom out and you can look at the map of the village, and I'll tell you a little bit about Broadhurst in general. It's a farming village. It sits on a small hill above the Silver Wood, which you can see stretch out to the north and to the east. There's a range of mountains to the west of the village. And it's mostly small fields of barley and oats and sugar beets. There is pens for livestock, including pigs and rabbits and goats. The farms surrounding the village, there's a village square. It contains a blacksmith, a butcher, a smokehouse, a church, and the Feather Bed Inn, where you had stayed previously and where you're now returning to. Now that you're back in town, you have an opportunity to rest, craft, research, see what sorts of quests are available here in the town. Ashley thanks you again, and she will leave for her home, which is right in the village square. And if you zoom out to the village square, which is over here, you have Ashley and Violet, and their blacksmith building is right next to the Feather Bed Inn, right over there. Not long after you make it into the village, and just as Ashley is leaving with Violet, the local priest one Abbot Lorick approaches you. He's from the village's church to St. Griffin, the Stout, and that church is right here in the village square. And the abbot approaches your group and he says, he looks to be maybe in his 60s, friendly smile. He extends his hands in a greeting and says, Abbot Lorick, at your service. I heard you fine folks risked your lives for others. Some of you in the DELIAN tomb, no less. There are many villagers who could use your help, but I could see you're wounded, bruised, and battered after your valiant rescue. If you would, when you recover, come and speak with me. I'd like to go for a walk around the village, let you know of the plight of the villagers, as well as introduce you to the library at the church. If you have any studies you need, I can help you with that. So I'm assuming you guys will take a respite, given that otherwise you'll be at almost 0 recoveries and very low stamina for some of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'll be tracking respites as you guys go through because time passes and other things will be happening. So this will be your first respite, and I'll be tracking those right up here for you. And as part of that, you can also do some downtime type activities. Those include things like crafting. You could craft treasure. You could imbue treasure. You can research. So if there's any lore, and I encourage you to look back at the lore you discovered, either in the DELIAN tomb or elsewhere, you can research that. And as the abbot said, he's got a library that you could do that at. You can go undercover, hone your career skills, learn from a master, etc. And other things you could help with the community, fishing, spending time with loved ones, etc. Those are all things that you'll spend downtime resources on, and some of you begin with downtime resources. For example, Ruckus, you have quite a bit. Look at the conduit. The conduit started with 240. And what you can use those 240 for is you could right away have access to maybe a potion if you have the ingredients for one. And I think you do, let's see here. You have faux sense lenses, recipe. You have 2 clear lenses, card from volcanic glass. You can craft those. That takes 450, so you could be part way done with crafting them. You can make some healing potions.
Okay, so you can, you don't have to have all the points up front. Like you
Correct.
can spend some.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Healing-
Also, oh, go ahead.
Healing potions are only 45, and you have resources for that too. So.
Okay. I'll. Yeah. Let's spin up a couple of healing potions.
Okay. Let's go through.
How many? What are the?
You can do one thing at a
that?
time, basically. So you can start with your downtime.
Okay.
Let me bring this up again here. Start or work on one project per respite. You must have the prerequisite, which you do. You must have the source, which you do. And then you get to make a roll, basically, or you can spend some of your already pre-existing points and just automatically spend 45 of them and have a healing potion. Or you can make the roll and only spend whatever the roll doesn't get you there. That'd be better for you, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So let's do you first. Yeah, so if you want to brew a healing potion, you would look at the recipe for the healing potion, and it looks like it takes reason or intuition. So you make a reason or intuition test.
Yep.
Go ahead and click that.
Let's see. I think my intuition is better. Where is? I'm not.
The test button is the...
test right there.
Yeah.
Oh, just the test button.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you take 9. So basically you generated 9 points towards that project, and you can spend the rest of them from your bank that you have and have another healing potion.
Yeah, great.
Okay. During the respite, what does Eldrin want to do?
So I don't think I have any project points.
Yeah, actually, let's fast forward to the morning because some of you might want to use research from the library or talk to the abbot to see what you might want to spend them on, and that'll be all part of this same respite. So you guys spend some time in the Featherbed Inn. You have all your recoveries restored, all your stamina restored, and you know that Abbot Lorick would like to see you when you have the chance. Also, when you come down in the morning, well, first of all, the Featherbed Inn, the largest building in all of Broadhurst, stands 2 stories tall. Its rooms are clean, they're simple and sparse. The large common room on the first floor is the tavern for Broadhurst, where locals and travelers can meet and gossip and enjoy a meal and a drink. The rosy-cheeked, middle-aged Wildeer runs the place and serves as the bartender. She's kind, but always in a rush. The inn is full. In addition to yourselves, you've noticed a mercenary band calling themselves the Gilded Hand that is staying there. They don't seem to think highly of anyone who can't afford them, from what you can tell. There seems to be everyone in the village. There's also a group of dwarven merchants that are staying there. They mostly keep to themselves, but they do take over a corner of the inn for quiet conversations when they eat. So, you have that, and then let me just fast forward real quick to what the abbot can tell you, because they'll inform if you want to do any research there.
And I just want to point out that the Gilded Hand, in the last adventure, for those who weren't in it, they ignored the pleas of the smith when she wanted help finding her daughter.
Yeah.
So, Abbot Lorix's having breakfast that morning in the tavern, as well as some of the Gilded Hand is there. And the abbot says, well, first of all, he starts off by asking about your adventures in the DELIAN tomb, asking you if you know why the goblins kidnapped Violet.
They wanted her for a nefarious ritual. I think they wanted to go deeper into the tomb.
You can see Lorick react with genuine concern to that.
I'm going to make kind of a loud comment, and I go, why don't you ask these Silver Hand guys? Oh, that's right. They didn't help out.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like these villains, this is Lorick talking, want to get to the lower levels of the ruins. Given time, I bet they'll find a way. He leans in. He says, you should get down there before them and claim whatever it is they want. I'd rather it be in good hands. You know, I have some old books in the church library about magic and such. There might be some useful information in them if you want to come by and look.
Yanmei would perk up and be interested.
Yanmei, what did you say?
Is my mic coming in okay?
Yeah, a little better now.
I said, okay. Yanmei would perk up and be interested.
Okay, let's do, so we did Ruckus's downtime, let's do Yanmei's downtime. What do you want to do, Yanmei?
Well, she would be, I guess she'd take the abbot's offer and do some research on those magical books that he was mentioning.
Okay. Find the abbot's library here. So you could spend some project points, some research to determine how to unseal the second level of the DELIAN tomb. That'd be 45 points to do that. Or do you have anything else in mind?
That sounds very helpful to the team. So yeah, I'd find out how to unseal this tomb here. Okay.
So go ahead and make a reason test for that.
Sorry, let me find my token here.
Okay, so 14.
14?
Yeah, and you can, I'll note this, but it's going to take 45 total points. And others can help. So if any of the other 3 remaining people want to spend any time doing more research with Yanmei, you can add to that total. Once you guys get to 45, you will have discovered something in your research. All right.
Yanmei.
I think that's probably what I would do.
Okay.
Me as well.
Thalantar will do you. So Thalantar, go make a reason test. 16 more points. So you guys are up to 30 points. And of course, any of you can spend pre-existing project points that you have. Thalantar, I think you don't have any. And that would represent just your knowledge coming into the test. Thalantar, yeah, you don't have it. Francis, what do you want to do?
I'll spend my 120 points on this.
Do you want to make a roll first? You get to do that for free. And then it'll reduce some of your 120 that you spend. Reason test for this one. And your reason is +0, so you got 11 more, so 41. And then you can just spend 4 more points to get to unsealing the second level of the tomb. So upon completion of the project, you learn, the 3 of you, that the second level of the DELIAN tomb can be unsealed by the Amulet of the DELIAN Order. It is a large brass amulet that looks like the sun. You find that many of these amulets were acquired by an organization called the Coursers, whose members operate in secret. Yeah, just copy this over here for you. And then, Eldrin, you can start on, what do you want to start on? And Eldrin, you had kind of been hearing their research and such over meals and things, and you know they're close to uncovering the second level, and maybe there's deeper levels, so you could do another research project or start one to unseal the third level of the DELIAN tomb. Or you can do something else. Third level? Okay. Go ahead and click another reason test for that.
So 14? Is that how that?
Correct. And then, do you have any banked?
I don't think so.
You do not. Okay. So you guys are 14 of 45 to find out about the third level. And for the
Tom, do we know what a DELIAN is?
it you think is a proper name from your research. So the DELIAN,
Oh,
yeah. Well, actually, Amulet of the DELIAN Order. It's an order of knighthood. Order of knighthood
I see. Okay.
from an old empire 1,000 years ago.
Okay. Want to make sure it's not some like giant snake god or something like that. Like, oh, you made it to the bottom.
Right.
Now snake food. Oh no.
Yanmei meekly thanks you for asking because she was too afraid to ask.
So there is what you've uncovered about unsealing the second level of the DELIAN tomb, and you're partway through the third level, 14 out of 45 points. At the end of the respite downtime activities that you guys had, you can spend more respites. You don't have to stop, but time passes, other things are happening. So you're aware that there's other people in this village. So now let's go to what conversations and such you guys want to have. So in the morning of that next day, we'll start with Eldrin, and you guys can use your initiative buttons, which are on your character. They're very last 3 buttons. If you want to go in a specific order, if you're ready, you have your initiative set to 1. If you'd like to go next or right away, set your initiative to 2. And if you'd like to delay and go last, set your initiative to 0. Everyone test that for me and set their initiative to 1. Make sure those are all working. And then back to 0 if you want to be delayed. So, Eldrin, here we are. In the ground floor of the Feather Bed Inn is the Gilded Hand. They took notice, of course, of Ruckus's comment. And
Simon, come here.
one of them comes up to you. The armored man and the robed woman that you saw, well, you didn't see him, but Ruckus did, reject Ashley's plea for help are in the common room of the inn, and Ruckus told you about that. They're sitting with a comfortably dressed Polder, a burly, shirtless dwarf, and a cloaked wood elf wearing a gold band with an emerald cut like a shield on her finger. So this picture is them.
Okay.
The Polder smiles as you enter the room and says, if it isn't the heroes of Broadhurst. Come and sit, tell us of your adventures, and we might tell you a bit about our deeds. Take him up on that invitation, Eldrin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to these guys.
Anyone else who does can move their token up 1. Space is made, tables are pulled over, food is ordered.
Yeah, Ruckus will. I'll sit with them too, and I go, yeah, sure. I could hear a little fiction in the morning over breakfast. Let's do it.
Broadhurst, the Polder, introduces each member of the group to you. Let me get tokens for them. No reason. There you go. So the Polder seems to be the spokesperson, seems to do most of the talking. Picture him specifically. He introduces himself as Broadhurst, and right away, he starts asking about your adventure. Who did you fight there?
So I was not a part of the DELIAN tomb adventure, but I did get the medicine here, so I can talk a little bit about that. I fought some goblins and that maestro guy, and
Yeah. He kind of waves that off like he's not much interested. You went to the tomb, right? Pointing to Ruckus. What did you find?
We found a young girl who needed our help. That's what we found.
Your help from what?
Seems you're
all sorts of
seems you're pretty curious now. If you wanted to know so bad, how come you guys didn't step up and help when the cry went up?
Well, I'm afraid I wasn't here. I do have to apologize. Targon, he introduces Targon. That's the one in the middle here. And Targon is a human. And Mara, who is also human. Targon's young. Mara's maybe in her early 50s, late 40s. My friends here are a little quick and sharp-tongued. We can't afford to take a job that doesn't pay, of course, on account of us having people back home who need money to survive, but that was no reason to treat the woman so poorly, I assure you. But what did you find there? What was happening to her?
I'm going to hop in, and I'm going to elaborate and make it sound a little more grandiose than it was. You know, if we fought a goblin, in the story it becomes a hobgoblin or a troll or something. Like, I'm just I don't want it to be unbelievable, but like it's definitely anyone who is there. It's a bit exaggerated.
He is keen to know about these creatures and kind of, when he hears hobgoblin, he's concerned. Of course, it was a real hobgoblin, so you're able to describe that pretty well. You just turned into a lot of them. There was no troll, so he's pretty keen on the troll. He gives a look to his companions, and he kind of squints his eyes like, not sure he believes you survived fighting a troll.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Why wouldn't he believe? Like, does he have reason to know what was down there? Like, I'm very suspicious of these guys. Like,
would you like to make like an intuition test?
Yeah.
To discern their honesty? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that. That's a 17 total. Do you have a read person? Yeah, so 19 total. You can tell that the Gilded Hand is withholding the truth from you, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
You also note that Ilwith, let me describe it. He introduced them all, so let me tell you who they all are. You have Ilwith, who is I don't have a picture for Ilwith. Well, you can see her in the main picture. Is a wood elf, and she seems uncomfortable even around her friends. You have Gorhek. You have Gorhek, who doesn't seem to give a care about what's being talked about. Looks like he's just itching to go fight some. You got Targon, their quiet leader type, probably their leader in combat. You got Broadhurst, who's their leader not in combat. And then you got Mara, who's some sort of elementalist, probably. So you can tell they're withholding something. They're very curious about what you fought, what you saw. What were they doing with Violet? Why did they take her there, he asks.
So I get a real uneasy feeling about this whole situation, right? Like there's something's not right. Like something's off kilter here. And so I'm not comfortable like talking. I go, why don't you answer me a question? Why are you so interested?
Big damn heroes like yourselves, I just want to see what happened.
You're mercenaries, let's be real honest. Let's use our words carefully. You're mercenaries. And it seems to me you're a little too interested in what's going on in that tomb. You're not telling me something.
Not at all. He kind of wipes the corners of his mouth, looks to his group. They all kind of nod. He says, "It's been nice chatting with you. I wish you well." And they get up and retreat to their rooms.
Yeah. So I tell the group, like everybody sitting at the table, I'm like, look, they're not telling us something.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
I agree, because it's being laid on pretty thick that nobody can afford them. So if they're mercenaries, like, why are they here? Why are they still here if
in this tiny town of Broadhurst,
if nobody can afford them?
So Francis and Jan May, you guys haven't had the chance to do anything yet. You do know that there are a lot of people in the tavern, a lot of gossip. You can overhear things. You could certainly mingle with some of the commoners here and see if they know of anything. That's another thing that you guys could do while you're in the tavern. So Francis or Jan May, you guys want to do anything?
Jan May would be kind of sitting by herself in front of a fire. She'll probably just try to absorb the atmosphere and listen in on any conversation beside the loud conversation that our group is having with the Silver Hand.
Make a presence test for me.
14?
With a 14 presence test, you learn a couple things.
Do we get anything for alertness?
No, not specifically. You hear one commoner talking about Mikhail. I guess Mikhail is a person in town who is a carpenter. And he came back with a bite. I thought for sure he was dead. But just a few days later, he was right as rain, healthier than I ever have seen, said a commoner. Another thing you overheard was, the old tomb outside town might be haunted, but it's definitely full of old traps. Don't go poking around there willy-nilly. They must have overheard the conversations about the DELIAN tomb. And you heard that. And finally, Francis, anything else you want to do?
Well, I don't know if this is going to get me any other information, but I would like to look at the gilded hand while they're talking to my colleagues and use my ability to read people, kind of get a gauge for, because I've already constructed this scenario in my head that we're going to have to compete against them, and I'd like to maybe read them to see what their capabilities are.
Okay, go make an intuition test, and you get to add your read people +2 to that.
And
So 15 total.
Okay.
You can also tell, similar to Ruckus, you noted some of the same things, that they're withholding the truth. You noted also that Ilwyn seems uncomfortable, even around her friends. However, Broadhurst could tell that you were being scrutinizing, and that might have been why he quickly adjourned the meeting, in addition to the direct confrontation of Ruckus.
Okay.
So,
All right.
now you guys can continue this conversation, and when you're ready, Abbot Lorick has recently left and has invited you to the church so he can walk you around the village when you're done with your breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that. Like I'm gonna, because I'd like to help the village out if I can. So hooking up with the abbot just to find out, sort of what the needs are in the village in any way that Ruckus can help out. I'm pretty keen to do.
Okay, then off to see the abbot.
While we're walking towards the abbot, Jan May just casually mentions about Mikhail and the bite to the group.
Tom, do we know? Have we heard of anything bite-wise that like in the past, like that might where we go?
That's
a
the
bite
first,
and then a sudden recovery.
That's the first you've heard of that.
Okay.
Okay. So the abbot. You guys can kind of zoom out to the whole village and the square, and the abbot meets you outside of the Church of St. Griffin. He first says, "Welcome. Interesting group that Gilded Hand is, aren't they?"
Interesting's one word for it.
Yeah.
Do you know, Father Abbot? Have you heard any reason why are those mercenaries here? Do you have any?
No one knows why they're here. No one's been able to hire them for anything. They seem to ask a lot of questions and not do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Tom, do I, or is there any way for me to learn anything about those, the Coursers?
Say again?
The organization called the Coursers.
Oh, the Coursers. Yeah.
Is there anything, either as a troubadour, I would have heard a story about, or is there the ability for me to kind of collect rumors and talk to people about that?
Yeah, you can definitely do rumor collecting in the inn. I'm sure there's probably a lot more rumors than you guys have heard so far. So if you want to stay behind and do that, you can do that. Or during your next respite, you could research that and try and see if you can find some, but nothing that you know of off the top of your head.
I'll stay behind in the...
Stay behind and try and gather some more rumors. Okay. Let's start with you while you're staying behind. Go ahead and roll a presence test.
Ooh.
You hear one new rumor.
Just imagine you going around going, "Hey, you heard anything?"
Someone says, "I went out to gather wood because Vaughn refuses. I found a big, fresh hole in the ground. Made me turn right back." Okay, now at Ruckus. And anyone who's going with Ruckus, move your token 1 square up. So Ruckus, you're going to talk to the abbot. Everyone else is doing that. Move your token 1 square up. You'll be with the abbot for the walk around. And then we'll do whatever else you want to stay behind after that. Okay, so the abbot. He shows you first his church. The Church of St. Griffith. The doors are open, revealing the inside to be a chapel, set with wood benches and modest altar. A small room at the back of the house serves as Abbot Lorick's bedroom and study. There's bookshelves lining each wall and a small cot in the corner. He shows you around.
Do I know anything about St. Griffith? And is my god cool with St. Griffith?
I think he is. He's a good deity. I don't know much about him beyond that.
Okay. But he's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the abbot. I'm going to give you a handout here. This is kind of the stuff he'll tell you about. This way you'll have it handy. It is on the map to the west of the village over here. He tells you that Reeve Rosamond, and he walks you around the village as he's having this conversation. So you find out where all these individuals are at. and where they live. And Reeve Rosamond is all the way out on the edge of the village over here. She needs some help looking into some thefts about town. Someone is stealing our foodstuffs. She may also want to know about the Jagged Edge. Those are the goblins that you ran into. At least that's what you say they call themselves, I think. Then he takes you to the woodcutter, who's even further out of town, clear out here. Vaughn, the woodcutter. He hasn't retrieved any material from the forest in a little while. Well, she's kind of actually not walking all the way out there, but she's pointing to it from the village square. Or he is. Vaughn, the woodcutter, hasn't retrieved any material from the forest in a little while. He says there are bandits in the Silverwood, and he refuses to collect lumber until the danger is gone. Speaking of danger, Mikhail, the carpenter, was attacked by some kind of creature in the forest when he decided to get wood after Vaughn refused. Between these two things and Tansy, the furrier, getting their traps broken, mark my words, something dangerous and not humanoid is in the Silver Forest. Harem is waiting for a shipment of leather. It hasn't come in, and the cobbler wants someone to scour the roads for the merchants. Dunquat, our stonemason, seems to be having some trouble getting a shipment of stone from some merchants staying at the inn. She hasn't asked for help, but you might inquire. And finally, and this one's a little odd, Orson, and he points to the very northwest of the town, and you can see some black smoke up there where the charcoal burner is at. Orson, he burns the charcoal. He lives at the edge of town. He's got some unusual habits, but he's harmless. Anyway, he asked you to go see him. Wouldn't say why. And after his kind of this little tour there, and you guys have that handout that you can refer to at any time, he leaves you guys to yourselves. So you guys kind of regroup and then talk over what you want to do next.
I vote for the carpenter woodcutter. Go investigate what's going on in the Silver Forest.
Okay.
I'm interested in talking to Orson. He seems like my kind of people.
Yeah, that would be my second one. So either one of those I'm good with.
Well, I mean, we could stop by and talk to Orson on the way out, and then nothing says we have to.
Well, those leads are much more interesting than what I learned. I learned there's a hole somewhere.
Oh.
All right. So I'm hearing
we know to keep looking down when we walk.
Orson first, and then the woodcutter second. Is that your plan?
Well, so let's go. Let's talk to the carpenter and then to Orson.
Okay.
So north, talk to the carpenter, and then go talk to Orson.
Yeah, the carpenter is right nearby the town square. It's just outside the town square right here. And so when you arrive there, cheerful whistling and the rhythmic sound of a saw blade cutting back and forth through the wood hits your ears as you come upon a small house. In front of the house, a smiling man works a blade across a piece of timber balanced between two sawhorses. And blow up his token here so you can see what it looks like. Oh. Mikhail. He's friendly. When he sees you, he puts down his saw. He says, the heroes. I'm Mikhail. What can I do for you?
We heard that you might have gotten some encounter with a creature. You might have gotten a bite, and we were a little curious if you could tell us the story of that.
Yeah, I did. And first, thank you so much for saving Violet. I went out into the forest, out by the woodcutter's place, to collect some wood. And normally I get it from Vaughn, the woodcutter, but he was too scared to go out there because of bandits and such. So instead, I followed the river south to avoid any unsavory types, and I had to go a decent distance to find some birches mature enough for making strong buildings and furniture. It took me until about nightfall, but the moon was full and providing plenty of light when I came upon a nice copse outside a cave on the riverbank. While I was cutting down a tree, I heard a howl. A huge wolf was upon me. I ran, screaming for help, but there was no one around. That thing came after me, even bit my leg twice, but I eventually lost it. I think No, the thing, the wolf.
Oh.
I think you need to do something about that thing before it tears a villager's head off.
When you say huge, can you give me how huge?
Oh, this thing was like as big as a horse, it seemed like.
Was it normal wolf-shaped, or were its limbs disproportionate?
It was dark. Well, I mean, I ran from it. I saw the wolf head.
Can I take a look at your bite real quick? I'm
Well,
a
yeah.
little bit of a healer.
Yeah, it's already healed quite quickly. You see it, and it healed up pretty good.
Tom, is this guy a lycanthrope? Has he contracted lycanthropy?
You can make a reason test. In fact, any of you can.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Are werewolves commonplace enough that we would make that connection? I know as players we are, but
So,
Right.
yeah, you got to make an easy reason test to see if they are common enough that you make the connection.
Okay.
So, Ruckus has got a reason test there of a 12. If anyone gets to a 17, let me know. You know, or you suspect, obviously, that he's speaking of a werewolf, a human cursed to turn into a wolf creature whenever the moon is full, or when provoked with violence. You think
we're so dumb.
you think Mikhail might be cursed with the same affliction through the bite that he received.
Do I know, Tom? Do I know of any tests? Any way to test for can I rub some silver on him and see if he burns or anything like that?
it's your answer to everything.
Yeah, I mean,
You do.
I just
You
care
do
about some
not.
silver dust.
But you can undertake a find a cure downtime project. So with a respite, to do a little bit of research, you can maybe
Okay.
find a cure.
Okay.
But first, you would need the remains of a werewolf. Is what you think you know? Have you shared any of this with? Have you shared any of this with Mikhail at all?
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Mikhail and just go, hey, just gonna have a quick, just gotta talk to the fellas real quick. We're gonna look into that. We'll see. Make sure that you get all the wood that you need. Just 1 minute. I'm gonna huddle the fellas up and just go, okay, we may have a serious problem on our hands here. I suspect that there may be a lycanthrope, there may be a werewolf loose, Mikhail may be infected, and it could be that, every full moon, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. This could
How
get out
long's
of
the
hand
next
pretty
full
fast.
moon?
You'd estimate the next full moon about 20 or so days away. If you get to 10 respites, you'll be about the time of the full moon.
Yeah.
Right now, you're at 1 respite. So.
We've got time.
Well, maybe we should have him locked up in the abbot's basement.
I don't. Well,
Wow,
I don't. Good lord! Let's pump the
that
brakes on
escalated
that.
quickly.
Yeah.
Well, it will help purify his soul as he sits and contemplates his sins.
I'm going to have to give you guys an extra hero token. You guys are currently at 5 hero tokens and 1 more for your for Brother Francis.
I say, I like Brother Francis. I like where your head's at. I like where you're at. Good space. However, we may not want to cause a panic or imprison anybody just yet. Maybe we do a little bit of research. Maybe we could do a little recon out in the woods, and
Wait,
I might be able to find a cure for him that doesn't involve self-flagellation.
You want to risk us becoming werewolves as well? Come on now. Let's not go.
That's why we're not going. That's why we're going out in the daytime, not on a full moon.
All right, fair enough.
I don't want to have to say I told you so, but
Look,
I will.
I don't want you. I don't want you to have to say it either. But look, I'm not saying no to locking anybody up in the church and whipping them. Right? I'm not saying no to it.
Just
But-
not yet.
Just not yet. Just not yet.
Do we have the authority to do that?
That's the other part. That's the other part that it's a little wrinkle in the brothers' plan there. What we do definitely have the authority to do is to do some investigation and check out the woods and maybe see if anybody else has encountered any large canines.
Well,
To
I can
be
tell you
fair,
this
the
whole-
church has the authority. The abbot has the authority to do what he pleases with his congregation.
That may be a cultural thing from where you're from. We'll ask the abbot. Maybe we can gently ask
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
abbot
say maybe
if he's able to imprison and whip people. We'll find a way to weave that into the conversation.
What an odd question.
Yeah, we're gonna have to roll high to get that smoothly into the conversation.
But yeah, I was gonna say at least maybe give him a heads up, hey, this might be going on.
Well,
We can
and
make some discreet comments.
do we have the moral authority to not tell this guy about his potential ailment? It's his life. We're not from
It
here.
is It is his life. What do we think? That's a good point. What
That
do
is
we
a good
think?
point. I mean, again, we have done zero research yet. I mean, I would
Right,
say
we don't
do
wanna- we
a
don't- we
little
don't-
research first.
Right, we don't want to alarm this guy, or maybe suddenly he starts seeing himself like he's is my beard growing a little faster than it did yesterday? Like we don't want to freak this guy out.
His immortal soul is in jeopardy. He's already corrupted. We can't tell him anything. We need to lock him up.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Look again. Let's put a pin in it because right now he's
Okay,
making
okay.
chairs. So, and I don't think they're chairs of darkness. So I think for the at least give it a couple of days. Let's do some research. Find out if there's actually a lycanthrope problem. And Brother Francis, I promise you, if I think that he's about to make a turn to darkness, brother, you can be the first one at the front of the line with a torch and a whip, man. Like you can purify Mikhail.
I just want to
In
draw
any way
your guys' attention to the picture of Mikhail here.
Yeah.
That's the look
Yeah.
he's giving you as you guys are all in the corner talking and whispering about him. He's like, what are they talking about?
Hold on. Mikhail, I have a question for you. This is a hypothetical. If we had potential bad news, would you want to know it, or would you like us to hold back for now?
Is something going on? Is something wrong? Yeah, I want to know.
All right, we'll get back to you. So if you want,
He shakes his head. You're worse than his wife when she won't tell him what's wrong.
listen, it's a cultural thing. We need to make sure that we are in alignment with this. 1 second, Mikhail. All right. I'm all for telling him. I think that would be the appropriate thing to do. We could tell him our suspicions. We could go tell the church our suspicions. And we can offer our recommendations, whether that is locking up and flogging. And then we can go out and we can try and address it. But what if we're out there, we're looking for answers, and we don't get back in time, and he turns? And we
Right,
had that
no.
knowledge.
Why don't we
That's
take
a really
him
good
to the
point.
abbot and tell them both at the same time, and then the abbot can make the decision?
I like that. I like that.
Okay. I think just as an aside, that's really. Would you want to know bad news? Yeah, tell me. All right, just one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think
Tell you
that's a
what, we're
good
going to
plan.
bring
I
you to this other place before we tell you. That's
Yeah,
ominous.
we'll just say.
The
We
abbot
think it
wanted
would-
us to receive you.
Yeah. We'll just say the abbot asked if we could
Can you spare a few
just come
moments?
with us.
Yeah, I can see that. This must be bad. This must be really bad. So
It's not great.
the abbot comes out to meet you all in front of the Church of St. Griffin. There's Mikhail, there's the Lorik, the abbot there, and you all gather around and share what?
I say, you know what? This might be. Are there people inside the church at the moment?
There are a couple. Yeah, there are a couple in there praying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we probably.
Why
can't
don't we
just clear
go to
that.
the sacristy to have a private conversation?
Okay, come in. You guys all gather around in a quiet corner of the church. What's wrong? Mikhail
I say-
says.
Okay, so that bite that you got from that wolf, large wolf on a full moon, and that bite seems to have already healed.
You're starting to see Lorik. It's dawning on Lorik already. Mikhail's still wondering what's going on.
And I go, we suspect that where that wolf is, it might be a lycanthrope.
Mikhail
Do you know?
looks taken aback at that, and then it seems to dawn on him, like, of course it is. Of course it must have been. And his eyes are big and wide and scared.
And I go, whoa, hold on. We don't know for certain. We're gonna go and do some investigation. Lorik, have you heard of anyone else receiving and recovering rather quickly from bites from large dogs on a full moon?
Lorik says, no, I hope this is the only one.
Okay, so,
Mikhail begs you, please, you must find a cure. I can't leave my wife and
Yeah.
kids alone.
yeah, don't worry. I'm sure we're going to do everything we can to find a cure for that, because we don't want anything to spread either. Also, but so while we're looking for a cure, as we get closer to the full moon, if we haven't gotten back or haven't found that cure, Abbott Lorick, do you have a place that we might be able to secure Mikhail just in case we don't get back in time? Maybe turns.
I don't have any such thing, but the
Brother
Reeve
Francis
does.
is like appalled. The Reeve does.
The Reeve does. Yes, she can take people into custody. She could take Mikhail, and we should tell her about it. She could take him into custody when the full moon is waxing full.
Okay.
Maybe a week before it happens, just to be safe.
So let's not. So everybody that's here, let's keep this just between us.
Yes, we don't want it to spread around the village.
Mikhail,
How does Mikhail take the news that he may be taken into
He's
custody?
in shock. He's in shock. He's resigned to his fate. He's pleading that you help him. He doesn't seem to be upset that he could be taken into custody.
Okay.
So not a flight risk.
Not that you know of yet. Of course, that's still like 2 weeks away before the moon's almost full.
Right. All right. So Mikhail, all right, buddy.
Chin up.
Chin up. I'm going to need you. So not even your wife or your kids, right? So
right. Okay.
I'm gonna just keep it tight-lipped, close to the chest, right? Okay. And Abbott Lorick, obviously, we can count on your discretion.
Obviously, you could also possibly talk to the furrier. The furrier is right there.
No one's gonna be furrier than him.
Yeah, the furrier is right there. He points to the building just south of the church. She had some traps broken in the area around where Mikhail was wounded. And then, of course, you could also talk to Vaughn and see if they know of anything out there. Yeah, the woodcutter. Not the woodcutter, but the woodcutter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Reeve is on the way, so you could talk to the Reeve and let her know. I could go with you to the Reeve, if you like, right now.
Let's not bring the Reeve into it just yet.
Okay.
We'll talk to the Reeve if we haven't found a cure when we get closer to the full moon. The less people that know about anything going on, the better. We're just going to make some discreet inquiries, talk to the furrier, talk to Vaughn, and just see if we can get a location, if we can kind of pinpoint, where this activity may be, where this individual might be. Because if we can cure that individual, but I know to cure the individual, I need a dead werewolf, right?
I will start studying right away, Lorick says. I'll look through any books I can find, but if my lore is correct, you will need a dead werewolf to stop the spread.
Okay, we can save all but one of the werewolves, and that's pretty good.
Wait, how many werewolves do we suspect there are?
Hopefully just the
at least
one.
2.
Well, we don't know about the kids. Like, hold on.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you would freak the guy out. Okay, so I say we go talk to the furrier, and then we can go talk to Orson. Was that the
charcoal burner?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see what everyone else is wanting to do. If anyone else does anything special. So Ruckus would like to talk to the furrier. If you want to do that, move up. If you want to do something else, let me know. You can do stuff in parallel. So if someone wants to go somewhere else, they can. They're welcome to.
I still want to try and scrounge up information on the coursers. So
okay, that'll take a respite. Yeah, so you start studying, but you won't get anything.
Next. Okay. You know what? Then I'll deal with that after the respite. Right now,
so everyone's going to the furrier. So the furrier is right there. You just take a couple steps to the south, and you're at the furrier's building. The preserved head of a bear is mounted over the door of the shop. It has furs on display in the window. Inside, a furrier examines a pelt. They attach it to the bottom of a large cloak. Tansy, the furrier, is serious looking. Not rude, but serious. And she says, "How can I help you? Do you have furs you would like to have made?"
Actually,
in a sense.
So much. Guys, be cool. We'd actually like to help you. We heard that you had some traps broken recently, and we were just curious where in the area those traps were, and if you could tell us anything about it, and maybe we could find out what's breaking your traps and put a stop to it.
Oh, well, that would be fantastic. Yeah, something does keep breaking my traps. I need to catch a lot more animals and stop repairing my snares if I want to have warm clothes for the winter and warm clothes for the village. So you would be coming to the aid of Broadhurst once again. The best place to catch animals is along the riverbank in the Silver Forest. I usually follow the Dun River south. There's a small cave there filled with wildlife, and I set my traps outside that. Whatever's breaking the traps is strong, chewing right through metal to get to the rodents I'm catching.
Oh. Okay, so the cave along, and I look back, the other guys, and I'm all, isn't that where Mikhail said he was getting the wood, was by that cave? Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what? This is really helpful. Rest assured, we're on it. We're going to make sure that whatever's breaking your traps stops doing it, so that you can make sure that this village is well prepared for the winter months.
That's good news. That's great news. Because if not, I'm going to have to find a new spot. But if you can bring me the hide of whatever that thing is, I'd be very grateful.
We may need it. Okay. How much a data werewolf do we need? Do we know? I guess we don't know that yet.
You said it was a wolf?
It might be a wolf.
We were wondering where it was.
It's a big one.
Where is the wolf?
Where?
That's
wolf.
Where's the wolf? Oh,
There.
Yeah.
Their cave, their wolf.
She describes, you go from the woodcutters, you head east along the river a couple miles. There's a kind of a lake there where the water's pool, and north of that, there's a small cave.
Okay. You know what? You've been extremely helpful. Don't worry about it. We're on it.
Okay, great.
By the way, don't go into the forest until we return. Bye.
Okay.
Apropos of nothing for no reason at all.
Where to now?
Do we want to go to Orson, or do we want to head out to the woodcutters?
How far? I mean, I don't think it could hurt to just talk to Orson and see what he wants.
Yeah, it might be, because he's being pretty secretive about it. He might know something about what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
Or he may just want to show us his weird doll collection. But let's go see what's going on.
Orson's just right up there from the village square. So when you arrive there, a small hut stands near a large mound of dirt and moss that has a wide opening at the top, releasing smoke. A ladder leans against the mound, and atop it sits an old man who is looking into the smoke and smiling. He doesn't notice your approach.
I, wave my hand, Orson!
He turns and looks. You see a older man covered in soot, head to toe. He dodders on over to you, and he says, the heroes of Broadhurst. You can help me, I think.
Is everything okay? You're covered in soot.
Yes, I am the charcoaler.
Oh,
you are brave heroes.
You control the fire, okay?
Yes. You're brave heroes. Always coming to those in need of help. You can help me, I hope. There's a bug in the forest. A big bug, huge. See, I was out there gathering wood. Old Vaughn.
Where were you gathering wood?
You see, Old Vaughn refuses to search for wood. Says it's dangerous. He's right, so very correcto. But I didn't know that then. See, so not days ago when I went out searching for my own wood to burn, I brought my axe and everything shiny. And anyways, your pal Orson is wandering the woods for wood when all of a sudden a big bug jumps out from the ground, chasing me, trying to eat me, and spitting burning goop. I barely got away, but Mr. Meanbug took my necklace. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Big, brass. Looks like the Skyfire. He points up at the sun.
Oh.
I thought it was lost, but then I just heard that Ellerly's farm had something strange happen, something jumping out of the ground, eating her pigs. She doesn't trust the Reeve, but if you go asking, you might find the bug, squash it, and get my necklace. If you can get it back, I'd be so grateful. So, Ellerly's farm is...
Oh my God, there's so much going on.
Yeah. And it's all connected.
I'm going to lean over to whichever other PC's standing right beside me and be like, that necklace sounds like one of the coarser necklaces.
Yep.
Oh, well, ask you. Oh, we should. Who who was wanting to do the research on the coursers?
That was me.
Right. So yeah, just go. Hey man, ask this guy where he got the necklace. Like ask him about the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for like a much more detailed, like, can you give me a more detailed description of this necklace? Knowing the origins of it might help us identify it.
He goes into excruciating detail about the necklace, its beauty, how big it is, how brass it is, how much it looks like the sun, the sky fire.
How brass it is.
Any of you guys who are watching me can see my face like slowly glaze over as he like.
And then to your question about where the bug attack happened, Ellerly's farm. I just got to double check where that's at here on the map. It is on the eastern side of town, over in the fields over here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the latest sighting of a big bug was. And
we're heading that way anyway.
The charcoal burner was over in the woods, on the edge of the woods over there, when he was attacked by a big bug.
Yeah, we're heading that way anyway. All right.
And you can all make a reason test to see what you might know about big bugs. So anyone can make a reason test.
No, I can't make a single reason.
Jan May.
Jan May knows a lot about big bugs. You know that Orson speaks of a bug or a creature called an Arixx, a subterranean insect the size of a horse that pops out of the ground to devour victims. You also know that the Arixx breathes fire.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, that's wrong. You've heard that from other people. You know that an Arixx actually breathes acid, not fire.
Oh, whew.
Oh, yeah, Ernie.
Thank the gods.
That was a close one.
Yeah.
If Orson overhears you sharing that information, he's nodding his head vigorously. Yes. Scoops of acid everywhere.
Oh, I just noticed when you clicked on the map. Is this the cave?
Correct.
Yeah.
A couple miles east, north of a lake.
So yeah, we're heading that way. We're heading that way anyway. So I don't know. Let's squash a bug.
Okay.
Find where the wolf is.
Correct.
On the way there, you stop by Ellie's farm, and indeed, you see a giant hole in the ground left behind by this giant bug.
Is there any samples of the acid around?
You see an exhausted woman poking at a half-eaten pig carcass with a stick. She drops the stick to toss a severed pig head into a roaring bonfire she set up. The torn-up pasture contains many holes and furrows, and the place is littered with partially eaten pigs. Many of the pigs have wounds with missing skin and are dissolved down to the bone. The woman is trying to, salvage pieces of pork as best she can, burning the rest of the pigs. She looks happy to see you approaching, though. My gods, it was like nothing I've ever seen. I've been telling that Reeve I heard rumbling and she didn't do anything. And she looks askance to the south towards where the Reeve's house is. So you guys are basically on this road right here. Kind of on your way to the mill and the woodcutter.
How much does it smell like barbecue?
Some of it smells pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, she says, it was in the night. The rumble got loud and the pigs started squealing. I looked out the door and saw the biggest one I've ever seen, the biggest bug I've ever seen. Huge jaws, spitting something that burned. After that thing filled its belly, it dug into the ground, leaving that tunnel. She points towards a tunnel in the ground. I'm worried it might come back. Please say you're going to go down there after it.
Hold on.
Please.
I'll go down.
I'll give you free bacon for as long as I live, if you can kill it.
Oh, we'll kill it. I don't know, guys. I don't know about going down into the tunnel after this thing.
I'll do it.
Oh, I mean, but wait, hold on. Can we wait for it to pop up? Like, can we set a trap for it and not? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like going at like it. We merely studied
extra
the
pig to lay
tunnel.
a trap with?
Jan
Is there
May,
an extra pig?
you know that Arixx don't normally leave behind permanent tunnels like this one did, unless they intend to make the area a nest.
Oh no,
That
no,
thing
no,
must be
no.
close by.
All right, looks like we're going into the tunnel.
What if there's a way for us to like entice it out?
Well, I mean, if the smell of all this like barbecue bacon hasn't brought it out, like I mean, I'm not sure what we're gonna do.
Fair.
It sounds like it's very active at night, so it is
Oh
daytime.
wait, so this happened at night?
Yes.
Oh, so it might be asleep right now.
Also, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
So now's the best time for us to go spelunking.
Let's yeah, like I toss my little hat with a little miner's candle on it. Yeah, it's it's go time.
Okay.
What do we think? What do we think? We going on a bug hunt?
Yeah,
Yes.
you go first.
Yeah, I think this one's more pressing.
Right. Okay. Let's. Who is
Brother
wearing the
Francis will go
shiny-
first if everyone's too afraid.
Yeah, I was going to ask who had the shiniest clothes on, and then you get to go. let's let our metal clad friends go first.
Well, I mean, they might be afraid that their armor will get destroyed.
That's true, Brother Francis. I like where your head's at.
Mm-hmm.
So here I put on the screen the montage. The tunnel formed from the Arixx passing intersects with other similar tunnels, making following the correct tunnel difficult. They're unstable, they're lined with various dangers, wide pools of acid, weakened floors, collapsing passages, and stinging insects, all obstacles for your journey. So there's a number of things you can do to overcome. It's going to take 5 successes before 5 failures to get there and hopefully catch that thing asleep like you are planning if you go in.
Would these involve only exploration skills mostly?
No, they're listed there what they...
Yeah, it'd be reason. Okay, so you can try and follow the correct tunnel with reason, nature, search, tracking. You can avoid the
I see.
acid with agility and reason, and alchemy and climbing and jumping, etc.
Okay, got it.
Gonna
I'm going to take you guys movie down there too. So you'll be right by the thing.
All right, well, once we're in, I am prepared to make a skill check for the montage.
Everyone
Skill
can take a try, and we'll start with you, Thalanor.
I will try to avoid fresh acid with a climb. That's an exploration. So
You are very successful in dodging the pools of water and the ones specifically that contain acid, and that counts as a success for you guys.
perfect.
Ruckus, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I will. I was thinking about doing the follow the correct tunnel. I've got reason.
All right.
11.
And do you have any skill that applies? It'd be nature, search, or track.
No.
Okay. That counts as 1 failure. And Jan May, what would you like to do?
Can I also do the follow correct tunnel?
Yeah, you guys can attempt that
Since I
one
know so
twice. Yeah, during the montage. So go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I'll click that. And then I do have monsters in my skills.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you are successful. You
Okay,
are
perfect.
able to contribute 1 success to the montage. And that one's now closed out, following the correct tunnels. You're heading the right way. You just got to, on the way, notice weakened floors and walls, hold up closing passages while others pass, or manage dangerous creatures you encounter along the way. Francis.
Speaking of dangerous creatures, he's a monster whisperer, so he's going to try that.
Intuition's the skill. You had a 13 plus your monster handle animal, 15. Yeah, so you're able to talk some badgers out of the way and without them doing any damage to you guys. So that counts as a success. You're up to now 3 successes and only 1 failure. And Eldrin, what do you want to do?
Guess notice weakened floors and walls.
Okay.
I'll use reason, and I have alertness.
Ooh,
Oh,
good thing you
so-
do. Good thing
Yeah,
you do. That gets you to 12, which is a success.
excellent.
And that gets you to the midpoint of the montage. There's no intermission thing happens. So basically, one of you, and whoever wants to try it, can move their token up, needs to hold up a closing passage while others pass. You're going through what you think might be one of the last tunnels, and it's starting to fall in a little bit. The walls weaken, the ceiling's coming down. Who can hold that
I
up
have
so you guys
endurance.
get by?
I have endurance.
Okay.
Give it a go.
All right.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, no problem, Ruckus. You guys are successful.
Yay!
You make
No
it
one can
there
shake
with
the
a
ball.
complete success, and this is your first victory, I think.
Mhm.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, because we didn't talk the other guy. We didn't talk the elves into letting us go through their land.
You reach
That's a hard
the Arixx there quickly and with only minor hassles. You each earn 1 victory,
Yes.
and when you arrive, move to the map where you arrive at.
Tom, that means we start with one
You'll have
Yeah.
1 heroic resource. That's right.
heroic
Yep.
resource. That's right. Awesome.
Yep. And that victory converts at your next respite into experience.
Oh boy.
You guys are here now.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
The tunnel ends in a large chamber which is littered with bones and half-eaten, rotting carcasses of animals, intermingled with humanoid remains. At the far end of the chamber, a pile of debris obscures the chamber wall. Glints of metal and other objects are strewn within the debris. The ribs of several bovine carcasses lie in sections of the wall. Corpses of other creatures are impaled on the ribs. With a total success on your test, the Arixx is out in the open. A giant insect, like a horse-sized praying mantis, it clacks their mandibles with excitement as you enter the area. You can kind of be wherever you want to be, and you can move in as far as you can be like as far as this corner or any square parallel to it there, along going east from there. When you arrive into the room,
I mean, the stink down here has to be unreal, right?
yeah, it's really bad.
All right, but it's awake.
It is awake, yes. Unfortunately, it must have sensed your coming. The trembling of the ground must have alerted it or something.
Okay. But it's not like hidden. We're not going to get ambushed.
You're not going to get ambushed. It's not under the ground. It's on top of the ground. You can see it clearly, and you can see all the bones, all the animal remains.
Ooh, Tom,
Yeah.
do those bones that are sticking out of the wall, did they look like something, were you to push something onto them, would impale that
Yeah,
thing?
there are actually things impaled on them, so yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how this goes for you guys. Initiative is, there we go. Ooh, 2. Monster will go first.
Ooh.
So this thing is clacking mandibles as it sees you. It moves forward at its turn. Its speed is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when it gets to there, it spits acid. Range of 10. It's going to take a spit of acid onto Francis and onto Thalanor, the troubadour. And Thalanor,
Yeah.
at the start of the combat, what performance are you doing?
Perfect. I was worried you would forget. I am going to rock out with. What's it? The old choreography is the right choice for this turn. No, you know what? I'm going to go Battle of the Beast.
Okay.
Just-
Go ahead and click that. Go put an aura 5 on you. So if any of you start within 5 of that troubadour, you will get you'll gain 1 extra surge. You'll probably want to make that square since it
Yeah.
goes square from you, and try and pick the lightest color you can pick. And then that's Battle of the Beast is going. This can then comes forward and spits acid, spitfire on the troubadour and Francis. Ooh, rolls good. 6 acid to both of you.
Oh.
And
I'm going to use my reaction, inertial shield, to have that.
then also below Francis, below Francis and below the troubadour are pools of acid now. So these green squares, which will promulgate across the map as the battle goes on, are green squares, and if you start or enter them, you take 2 acid damage. You can only do that once per round, though, so as you go splashing through multiples, it's just 2 acid damage.
And can you drop the surge thing in the chat so we can see it?
Yeah. So surges, you start with 0, you lose them when the encounter is over, you spend them to add 2 to damage per surge spent, up to 3 surges that way, so up to a maximum plus 6 to damage. And you can also spend 2 of them to add 1 to a potency. All right, so it moved to there. It did that, and then...
Tom, can I use surges to increase healing?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Then it kicks up dust all around it. A dust cloud with its maneuver, filling in the area around it till the start of its next turn. It doesn't move from there. If any of you are in the area or target a creature in the area, you'll take a bane on your power roll. So that is the dust area around that guy, and I'll just put a dusty ore around him. So yeah, that yellow area is all covered in dust. The green squares are pools of acid, and its turn is done. Eldrin, go ahead.
Okay. First, as a maneuver, I would like to mark it. 1 creature, range 10. It's a maneuver. And then, I guess move forward. I'm sorry. How much is my movement?
Your speed, SP, is 6. If
Okay.
you look at your name, it'll have it right there. Speed of 6, disengage it to stability of 1.
So actually, I'll move to there, even though I know he's. So is he's still in the aura, the dust?
He's in a cloud of dust, yeah.
Okay.
Can you back up? I didn't see where you moved. And move 1 square at a time. You might have something he can do as you approach. So I might have to stop you when you get close. Stop there. Okay. When you get to there, the ground below you sinks and collapses into a sinkhole that is 4 squares deep.
Ooh.
Holy God almighty.
So you fall down 4 squares, and
Okay.
falling does fall. If you fall 2 or more squares, you're going to take 2 times the squares minus your agility damage. Your agility is 1,
Nothing
so you
good.
take 3 times 2, 6 damage, and you land prone. And you can continue your movement from there. It's a maneuver to stand. You can
already
climb the
used
walls. It looks like they're climbable. The speed will be halved. No check required.
Okay. So I already used my maneuver, so I guess.
You can use your action as a
Wrong.
maneuver.
Okay. And so how much does it take to climb out?
It would take 8 squares of movement to climb out.
Okay, yeah, I can't. I'll stand up and then that's it.
Okay. Let's see.
Can he start climbing up if
Yeah,
he has
he-
some movement?
Yeah, let's let everyone do their own character. You can do
Yeah.
anything
Oh,
you like,
sorry.
Eldrin. And I'm going to put your name shown when you're in these pits. And it'll say how many squares deep you are. So you're currently 4 squares deep. And you can take the prone marker off. And then it will go a second time. So the turns take 2 turns each round, not consecutive. Okay, so it'll go a second time to here. And this thing now moves forward. The dust cloud dwindles away. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. When it gets to there, it will then use Claw Swing to affect the Troubadour and Ruckus. Troubadour and Ruckus, this is a low roll for you. Luckily, 5 damage to both of you. And if your agility is less than 1, you'll be in trouble. So Ruckus is in trouble. Going to grab Ruckus and vertically slide him 3. So it grabs Ruckus and throws him toward the pit. But luckily, Ruckus got a stability of 1. So only gets vertically slid 2. So start sliding him toward the pit. 2 squares up into the air. Releases him. Ruckus, you fall 2 squares. Which again is 2 plus squares. Your agility doesn't help you at all. So you take 4 damage when you hit the ground.
Oh,
And you land prone. And that was its action. As its maneuver, it'll do another dust cloud around it, kicking up dust all around. And that is it for its turn. And then before, moves there, does the burst 5 foot squares. Save that. There we go. Okay. That's all covered in dust now, granting a bane. Is marked by the Eldrin, which grants an edge, so you guys are sitting even. And Francis, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to start off with activating my null field as a maneuver.
Okay.
And so,
2 acid damage. We're starting your turn in the acid.
okay. We'll mark that off. And I'm going to, gosh, I saw him take a reaction. I'm going to hope he's out of reactions. Oh, no, he just had a turn. He probably has another reaction right now. Shoot. Well, gotta eat it up, right? 1, 2, 3. Can I move through it?
Yeah, moving through an enemy space is difficult terrain. So it'll be 2 squares per space.
Oh,
And
2,
you can't
4,
end your
5,
turn in
6.
inside it because it's 2 sizes bigger than you. Oh, one thing you know,
Right.
Francis, as you're approaching, moving a little closer to it, you know this thing's got a soft underbelly to it. You suspect if you were to slide in prone underneath it, normally when you're prone, you take a bane on attacks, but in this creature's case, you would take a double edge to hit its soft underbelly. Of course, yeah, go for it.
I like the sounds of that. Okay. So you see Francis slide in under. Actually, I want to be here. I'll go prone. Where's the prone button? Well, I'll figure that out after. And I would like to use, since I got 2 at the start of my turn and 1 from the victory, I'm going to use a 3-point ability stunning strike on it, stunning blow. So here we go. Now, I always think about what I want to do and then I forget to look for the button. Stun. 13, but I get 2 bonuses. Is that 2d6?
2 bonuses from the double edge.
Oh, from double edge, yeah.
Double edge. What it does is it increases the tier by 1.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it makes it a tier 3. Doing 9 damage and dazing and slowing it if its intuition is less than 2, which it is. So it's dazed and slowed, save ends. Dazed condition means it can only do, I think, 1 thing. Yeah, and no triggers.
Yes.
Nice.
And I'll do dazed and slowed also.
But I'm prone underneath it, so please save me.
Okay. At the end of Francis's turn, this thing lashes out, spewing acid. And luckily, only 2 of you are going to be the area effect. It's going to be Ruckus and the Troubadour.
Oh, no.
As a line of acid, it scours the wall toward you 2. Oh, it's a high number 2. 8 acid damage to the 2 of you.
Ruckus. Oh, wait, I'm the healer. Oh, no.
Oh, you're killing me.
And the ground become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's line 10. So that whole ground now is covered in acid.
Wow.
That was a villain action at the end of St. Francis's turn. And now it is, looks like Ruckus. Since you're starting in the acid, you'll take 2 acid damage, Ruckus.
Ruckus is down.
In this game, when you're negative, you're still functional until you're negative your winded value. While you're negative, however, your condition does, you are bleeding. You cannot use catch breath on yourself. If you use, while you're bleeding, any action or trigger or might or agility test or ability, you'll lose d6 plus your level 1 stamina, which you can't prevent after you resolve the thing. So if part of your action is healing yourself and you're not bleeding after it, then you don't take that damage.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to go ahead and heal myself.
And the order of operations, before you take the damage, you do start to turn things, which would include what you just did, your prayer. And then you take the damage, and then you can do the rest of your stuff.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. I am going to... that changes what I was going to do. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move out of the acid. Wait, do I have to... Sorry, Tom. Should I heal myself first or move first?
You do anything you want. You're prone. Don't forget that, too.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Healing Grace on myself so that I can spend a recovery, and I'll spend 1 piety so that I can end the prone effect on myself. Tom, when I use a recovery, that's half of my... How does that work again?
It's 1/3, so for you would be 6.
Yeah, okay. So I'll recover 6, and I'm no longer prone. There it goes. Okay. And then I think, well, because I'm moving, yeah, so that's all I can do. Okay. So yeah, I want to move up here, and that'll be the end of my turn.
And then after you, Thalanor.
I would. Okay, yeah, I'll go. I'm getting to 5. Oh, I lose 2 hit points. I'm at 0. Do I drop at
You
0
do
or
not ever
-1?
drop. No, you don't drop unconscious. Instead, you're just bleeding and you can't catch your breath.
And is that at 0 or -1?
At 0.
Ugh. Okay.
And you die at -10.
I'm going to move out of the acid. I am going to very dramatically reverse the situation on him. So 5 point dramatic reverse.
Nice.
Which actually gets me back 2 more. So the target,
Which is you and all your allies within 3 of you.
are able to shift up to 3 squares and make a free strike that gains an edge and then can spend a recovery.
That's nice. So why don't we start with you?
Yeah, so I will do my free strike because I don't really, shift.
So you're in the dust. You got 1 bane and 2 edges, so you got 1 edge.
Okay, I'm not going to move. I'm just going to stay right there. You know what? I'll shift right on the side. Doesn't matter. Then I will free strike. Sorry, Tom. I'm just looking for it. Well, no, I am blind, Tom. Where is it on the...
For your free strike, you go to actions, and near the end of the actions, there's MFS for melee free strike and RFS for range free strike.
Yeah, I looked past them several times. Okay.
Look at you.
Ah,
You had an edge, too, so that's 11 damage. Wow. Okay. And then you get to spend a recovery. And then since you're no longer dying after that recovery, you don't take any damage for doing what you did.
absolutely perfect.
Assuming you spend your recovery.
I am absolutely spending my recovery.
Then who do you want to go next?
Well, might as well go with Brother Francis because he's
Okay.
right there.
So Francis, you get shift 3, free strike with an edge, and spend a recovery.
Can I shift while I'm prone?
No.
Okay. I can't convert that to standing, right? So
Correct.
basically, I don't get that. Okay. I'll just take my melee free strike then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Double edge makes that a 9 damage.
Well, the bard gave me an edge, and I had 2 edge from attacking from below. So is that triple edge?
There's only double edge.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So you do 9 damage to the thing, and you can spend a recovery if you like. And then Jan May, you were
okay.
within 3 when the bard started. So what do you want to do? You can shift up to 3, do a melee, do a free strike. You do your ranged free strike. And your elementalist, Jan May, can trade something for a free strike, I thought. Yeah, you can hurl element in place of a ranged free strike.
Gotcha. If I walk into the acid, I'll take 2 damage.
2
is that
damage,
correct?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then after this ability from the troubadour, like, is my turn next?
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
take your whole turn after that.
Okay.
And the troubadour's not done, so you'll do your thing, and then
Yeah.
the troubadour will finish their turn, and then it'll come back to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do hurl element from where I'm at.
Let's see, you have a bane and an edge offsetting, so it's a straight up roll. Looks like
11.
Yeah, and what type of damage you want to do?
4. Fire.
Fire, so that'll be 5 damage.
I will use my triggered action.
Okay.
To give edge, to give Yame edge, so
Okay.
it'll go up 1.
2 more damage. Got it. And then you can spend a recovery, but you don't need to, Jan May, and then back to the troubadour. Take the rest of your turn, Thalanor.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else I'm going to do. I was just kind of poking through the list there. You know what? I'll catch my breath now that I'm out of the negative range, and then that's it.
Okay. Jan May, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna first use a maneuver, practical magic, to teleport 2 spaces.
Okay.
Would that put me right into the acid? Is that correct?
Yep. And you take 2 damage when
Okay.
you arrive, yeah.
I will spend 1 essence to do 3
Okay.
to here, and shoot off for my main action, vicious fire. Awesome. Okay, so that's gonna push him 4. As that hits, it's like, get off, Brother Francis. So
I think it
that.
might... You get a bane to an ranged attack adjacent to someone.
Oh.
I think you're equal. I think that gives you bane. So you push it 3. You do 9 fire and push it 3. Minus
Okay.
9. Push 3. Unfortunately, it's got stability of 2, so you only push it 1.
Ooh.
Doesn't quite get off Brother Francis.
Can I want to do my trigger action?
Oh yeah.
And
Target
push
force
it
moves
further.
a creature object, so you had 4 to it, or more, even if you want.
Yeah, push it back into the.
Yeah, I want to. That was my plan.
All the way to there.
Get it
You
into
can push
the,
it
this,
4 more
yeah,
squares or 2 more squares?
4 more.
4
So
more.
that'd be
So
another
1 essence for
essence,
that. So
yeah.
1,
Mhm.
2. It arrives there to be impaled with 2 squares of movement left. Any creature force moved into a wall containing the cattle ribs can take 3 damage from that. Plus, it had 2 force move left, so it takes 2 more. Plus, it's hitting an object, which is 2 more.
Nice.
I think that's my turn.
All right, that's the end of 1 round. And Malice is building because it didn't use any at all in round 1. So round 2 is 2
Wait,
Malice.
None of that costed any malice?
No, that villain action.
Holy God.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, up to 13 Malice at the top of round 1.
Oh,
You guys have
God.
6 hero tokens, by the way. For your reference, hero tokens can be used for when you on your turn or when you take damage. You can use it to spend a recovery without spending the recovery slot. So it's like free healing with 2 hero tokens. You can use the hero token to give yourself 2 surges. Don't forget your surges. You'll want to use them up because they go away at the end of the encounter. And we're going to take a break here at the top of round 1. We'll return after 15 minutes. So break till the top of the hour. Break till X00.
Don't forget to reset your initiative
Yeah.
after you go your turn, set it back to 0. And
Yeah,
then set it
yeah.
to whatever you want for the next round.
Okay.
Yep.
Catch you guys all back at the top of the hour.
What was that 4x4 square we're standing in? Was that the dust cloud?
It's a dust, yeah.
Okay.
But it sounds like it goes away at the start of its next turn.
Yeah.
I just have to decide. So if you guys have any powers that use what's that called again? I keep forgetting. Where you compare it to an ability score to determine.
Potencies?
Yeah, if any of you have potencies, just say I'm using this power that has a potency or something like that, because if I'm next to it, I can affect the creature's ability to resist it.
Okay. Yeah, I have a
And-
couple.
For this, it looks like a bunch of us have 2s for this next round for initiative. And if I can get out of this hole, then you guys will all gain like an edge. The marking thing that I did to it only works when I have line of effect to it, which I'm assuming I don't at the bottom of a pit. So if I can get out first, then everything you guys do will have an edge against it if you're damaging it. And
That's
also I can spend whatever to do extra damage and all this other stuff. So
I'm going to still stay at 2 because I'm prone right now. And if I can attack it and get it stunned again, then it will be less effective for the rest of the round and
Okay.
be easier for everyone else.
all right.
Let me go first, and I can get you on your feet.
I'm just
Well, he's going to stay prone, I think, right? And go.
no,
Can you not?
I'm just gonna use my maneuver to stand.
Right, but
But
I can get you on your feet, so you can use your maneuver to do bug killing things.
I don't really have any good bug killing maneuvers. The one maneuver I have is just activating this null field, which I've done, and it just stays that way.
Okay.
Okay, round 2. The Arixx is first. It will, with its dazed self, first thing I'll do is spend a some Malice, and a geyser erupts in a cube 3 underneath Francis and Thalanor and Yan Mei. The underground tunnels swell with pressure, causing a sudden influx of hot gas to burst from the surface. You each get to make an agility test, and the higher you get, the less you're affected by it.
Oof.
Right.
I want to spend a resource to re-roll that. A hero point, is that what we can use to do that?
To reroll tests, yeah. Hero tokens. One of them, you can reroll the test.
Yes, I want to do that.
Okay, let me roll that down 1 for the hero tokens.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
This took 5 Malice. 1, 2,
Much
3,
better.
4, 5. Okay, so let me just click it again so you can see what your damage levels were for the geyser.
Thank you.
So you're going to take 4 damage unless you got a 17 or higher. And you're going to be vertically pushed unless you got a 17 or higher. So if you got a 17 or higher, you can move to the nearest vacant space outside the area. And there is a cube with the corners being on Yanmei and Thalanor. So did anyone get a 17 or higher? No?
Nope.
Okay. Anyone get a 11 or lower?
Oh yeah, I got 11.
Okay. So you'll be getting vertically pushed 5, straight up into the air, 5 squares. And then you fall down 5 squares. Your agility's 1, so you're falling 4 squares effectively, taking 8 damage when you hit the ground and landing prone.
Boy.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
And then Francis and Thalanor, same for you, except you're only vertically pushed 3. And so, Francis, your agility is pretty high.
It's 2. Yeah.
So you're only going to fall 1 square, effectively take no damage, and you stay prone. Thalanor, your agility is also 2, so you take no damage and stay prone. Or stay standing, actually.
Can surges be used on these tests or only on attacks?
Surges do... you add your damage, or you add to a potency. That's all they do.
Okay, that's fine.
They're bonuses to damage or bonuses to your potencies. Hero tokens can be done to reroll a test. All right, so does
Is there a
that...
reason why my HP's not updating?
I'm seeing it, so it might be just that you have to reload.
Okay.
I see 6
Yeah,
out of
I'm gonna
18
reload,
on your
yeah.
token.
Gotcha.
You might have to
Good.
click off, back on, or something. So it did that as its free malice at the start of its turn. It will then do claw swing on its action, which is a melee to 2 different targets. Going to get Thalanor and Francis both. And we'll start with, well, it's 1 roll, but it's going to have different effects because Francis is prone. So, same effects. You both are going to take 5 damage as it swings its claws through you. You both have high agility, so you're not grabbed or vertically slid. 5 damage each.
Inertial shield on that. I'll take half of 5, which would be 2 in this, right?
Yeah, that'd be 2. So it does that. Then it gets to save end at the end of its turn on the dazed condition it's got, which it fails. And then it gets to end effects, since it's a solo monster, take 5 damage in that daze. So it takes 5 damage. And the dazed goes away. And now, Eldrin, go ahead.
Actually, I'm going to defer to Francis.
Okay, Francis, go ahead.
All right. Maneuver, stand up. And I would like to move to, I guess it really doesn't matter. Move to here. Does it do anything while I move there?
Does not.
Okay. I have 3 points again. I'm going to spend them all on another stunning strike. And here we go. That's a 9. Should I re-roll that?
I can spend 2 piety and bump you up. I can give you double edge.
Double edge. Okay, so that's 2 points.
1 tier higher is what double edge does.
1 tier higher. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so then we get dazed and slow again. And dazed and slow.
You got the 12 result, 7 damage.
Yep. And I'm going to use my surge on that to add 2 to that.
Well, you needed to get to the 3rd tier to get the dazed and slowed. So, but you could add your surge to add to your potency, which would give it to you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that takes 2 surges, increases your potency by 1. So an I less than 2 is dazed and slowed, which is him again, dazed and slowed, and the damage
And
was
Tom, is
7.
there any way to tell from the macro if it's a heroic ability or not?
Like you're looking at Francis's one? Yes.
Yeah.
So if you see a number at the end of the name, so that has a number of 3 at the end of the name, it's heroic. But you might have to have line of sight to see that.
Yeah, this is just for future
Gotcha.
ref, because I have an ability that triggers when somebody does a heroic ability within an area,
Yeah.
and I didn't know how to tell if something was or...
That's how you tell.
Wasn't.
Look for a number at the
Okay,
end.
cool.
If you see an S
Got
at the end, it's signature. If you see a number, it's heroic.
And I'm going to activate the synaptic break version of null field.
Okay.
So if you guys use anything that uses potency, let me know, and you increase it. Okay, against it. I'm done.
That does take 1 discipline, so make sure you do that.
Okay.
Synaptic break.
Oh, then I can't.
Okay.
I take it back.
All right. All done, Francis?
Yeah.
Actually, you hit it. You did how much damage? 7 damage. It's going to use a skitter when it takes damage. Have the damage. So it takes 3. And shift 3 after the effect resolves. Oh.
He He did 9 damage to him. We bumped it up 2 tiers.
You're
One from me
right.
and one from him.
You're right. And they also can't trigger it because he's dazed. There we go. Okay, so he does not get to trigger that skitter power. So after Francis goes, it's going to use a solo action. Take additional main action on your turn, can use even if dazed. So he'll do that. That takes 5. Yeah. Malice. 1, 2, 3, 5. And as its action, it's going to use Claw Swing, getting Valinor and Francis.
Oh, jeez.
It is going to be 8 damage to both of you. And if your agility's
Inertial shield.
and if your agility's less than 2, which neither one of your agilities are less than 2. So just 8 damage. Inertial shield. I don't know if you noticed this, Francis, but on your inertial shield, you can also use knockback as a free triggered.
Yeah, I guess I could slide them around, but really I don't want. It's not really a good place for that. So I'll just
push them into the wall more.
Yeah, they take damage when they hit the wall.
They take damage.
I could. Can I do that? Can I push it into the wall with the knockback?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, go for it.
As a free effect, knockback. Is that a button up here?
Yeah, it is. It's under your maneuvers. There you go.
Oh, nice.
What a roll.
Nice.
What a roll. Okay, so you slide him. Is your discipline at 2 or higher currently?
No, my discipline is just 1 right now.
Okay, so you slide him 3, impaling him into those rib cage more, doing a bunch more damage to him.
Can I use my trigger ability to increase the push? Would that do more damage too?
It would. Yes.
The explosive.
Yes, it would.
Knockback. Yeah.
Go for it. You can do 2 or 4 on that.
Just 2.
Just 2. All right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that was it. Using a solo to take an action. So actually, take an additional main action on your turn. Use even if days. Oh, it's supposed to be on your turn. Use even if days. Okay. Well, we'll say that was coming up when his turn was coming up, which is next also. So you'll get 1 other action on top of that. I already spent the 5 for that solo. So his other action on his turn will be he will spit fire. No, he's going to do claw swing on the 2 by him again. It's gonna be 12. It's gonna be 8 damage to both of you, and so that would kill Valinor unless you spend a hero token to spend a recovery for free.
Well,
do you want to die or spend a hero token?
Let's just go ahead and spend that.
It's actually 2 hero tokens, but there you go.
Yeah,
you get to spend a recovery for free without using a recovery slot for Valinor. That's the end of its second turn. The end of its turn, it's got a save ends effect. Save ends on the dazed, which it made. No longer dazed.
Damn it.
But that's the end of its turn. So next to go, Eldrin.
Yes, thank you. Okay, to double move, I use my action or my maneuver.
Action and a move.
Okay.
To double move. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that. Get out of this thing.
Oh, and this dust cloud's gone too. I should remove this, if that matters to you.
That leaves me with, so I have 4 movement left, I think. Yes. And well, tell you what, I'll use my what is it? Now heroic, which is a maneuver.
All right. Targets can make a free strike.
So I'll do that for Francis. Well, I don't know. Can the troubadour? Yeah, the troubadour can still make a free strike, right? From where is that?
While bleeding? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then
they might not want to because it might cause them damage. So you might pick a different target.
Okay, I'll do Francis, Yanmei, and Ruckus.
Okay. Tell them what order. Do you want to go first?
Francis.
All right, Francis. Melee free strike, 7 damage. Got it.
And then I guess Yanmei.
Fire?
Roll fire.
Mm-hmm.
If you're prone, you're taking a bane, but you have an edge because of Eldrin's mark, so it's a straight up roll for 7 fire.
And then Ruckus.
Wrath. You're getting an edge because of Eldrin and no bane from anything, so that's a 6 holy damage or fire or regular damage, your choice.
Holy damage.
Okay.
I get 2 piety for that.
What else, Eldrin?
I have 1 focus left, so if I could add to that to Ruckus's, I can add twice my reason score.
So 4 more damage to the holy.
Yep.
Got it.
And then that is all.
Okay. At the end of your turn, this thing will do. It took damage, so it's going to do this on its damage. It took since it's no longer dazed. Skitter, take damage, have damage, and move 3 after effect result. So it takes 3 less that holy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Takes 5 less that holy. And it shifts 3. 1, 2, 3. Skittering up close to you, Eldrin. And that was after your now power. Anything else, Eldrin? Are you done?
Yep, yeah, I'm done.
After you're done, it's going to use its villain action to shift up to their speed. It's going to do sinkhole. So it shakes and shifts and digs down into the earth, and it ends its turn underground, and then 2 of a creature, it uses bite versus that creature, then use dig. And so it will bite on Eldrin. 9 damage, Eldrin.
Okay.
Grabs you. You're going to take acid damage at the start of each of your turns. And then it's going to use dig. Dig vertically 2. Can't go deeper if grabbing a creature. So it basically pulls you down into the earth with it. So now both you and it are kind of like in the ground below everyone's feet. You're like just barely your neck above ground, trying to hold your breath before you get pulled in deeper below it. You can put a ground marker on your guy. And this thing being underground is going to be granting Banes for any attacks against it. That's what it did after Eldrin's turn. And then Ruckus, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pray. Please. Come on, man. All right. I'm at 0. Great. Good. I got 1 piety.
I would take it.
Okay.
3 of you could die, and then I think it's important.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use. Can I use the same maneuver twice as my main action and my maneuver?
Yeah. There's a few actions that only allow them once per round, but it would say if it did.
Okay. Terrific. All right. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use Healing Grace. Oh, actually, no. Never mind. I can just do it once. So I'm going to use Healing Grace. And I'm going to spend 3 piety. So I'll use a recovery. Jan May use a recovery. Who's the troubadour? Thalanor use a recovery. And Francis use a recovery.
Hooray.
I'm sorry, how much do I get back with the recovery?
A third of your hit points.
Third of my hit. Okay, great. 6.
And then I will use... and then I'll use Healing Grace again on Thalanor. So Thalanor, you can spend another recovery.
Oh, incredible. Thank you.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Jan May, go ahead.
Okay. I can see down into the pit.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to set like a persistent fire to the creature, but would that hit Eldrin since he's grabbed too?
You think it's big enough you could avoid Eldrin?
Okay. With a fearful look in Jan May's eye, she's worried about burning Eldrin, but seeing that he's in trouble and wants to kill the thing right away, she's going to cast the Flesh of Crucible, or Crucible of Flesh. Let me see where. There we go. So that's 3 essence. Do essence stack throughout to add to each other during each round, or does it reset?
Yeah, it
They keep
keeps
going up
adding
and up and up
within
and up.
combat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So 12 fire?
Yeah, 3 essence.
Okay.
And then
Keep in mind, everyone, I don't know if everyone's paying attention, but the Troubadour is doing Ballad of the Beast, so you got in a surge. Every time you start your turn within 5 of the Troubadour, and Jan May, you could use surges to add to that damage if you wanted, for example.
Yeah, let's do that. I think just
And Tom,
one.
just
How many you want to spend? 1? That'll add 2 to the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom, just assume I maintain Battle of the Beast unless I say otherwise. And I'll hop in if I do.
Got it.
And then to stand, is that half my movement?
It is a maneuver to stand.
Maneuver to stand. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll stand, and then I will move 1, 2. That'll be my turn.
And then moving away will provoke a lash from one of its claws.
Ooh. Disengage?
You
with
can use movement to disengage, and then your disengage distance is by your character, and for you it's 2.
Yeah, just 2. So yeah,
Yep.
I'll move
Just
2
step
that
2
way.
away. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's under moves, disengage. There you go. Okay,
Gotcha.
after Jan May, Eleanor.
I'm just trying to see if there have been 3 different abilities that use resources this round. I think Francis did Stunning Blow. So I get my.
The hard part is it's 3 abilities on the same turn, not round.
Yeah, and I think Francis did a Stunning Blow.
No,
Which is
same
discipline.
turn. So they'd
Oh.
all have to happen on your turn, or all have to happen on Francis's turn.
Oh, is that how it's?
It's really
structured?
hard. Really hard one to get. Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was per round. Ooh. Okay.
per turn, once per
Um,
encounter. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. No, ignore that then.
it has to be like you
Don't
do some power that grants a bunch of actions or something.
That's wild. Okay. Drama.
But you have powers like that, I think.
It's not really. Okay. So I'm going to. I really wish it was
Eldrin's power might have triggered it. Eldrin had now.
No, it was all free strikes.
Yeah, and that's
So-
barriers. Mine provokes free strikes too.
Those are abilities, though. I think still.
But it doesn't say it has to use a.
Yeah, mine. I think the way it's worded is they have to use. No. Oh, use an ability on the same turn. Yes, you're spot on, Tom. So yes,
Yep.
I would have.
Oh,
to
it doesn't
use them.
say it uses a resource. Oh, okay.
Not a heroic
Yeah.
ability, no. Just an ability.
Ah,
Yours is
That is
heroic,
actually-
Eldrin.
All right, I am going to reverse our fortunes with a dramatic reversal. Hiya!
Like, for example, that power could trigger it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it should, because that was the area. Burst of 3? Burst of 2?
It's a burst 3.
It's a burst 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I think that's everyone except Ruckus is going to be able to make a...
Jan May's out of it, too.
Is he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I will do my melee free strike with a 1 Bane. No, I have edge from the...
Your power is an
Thanks,
edge, and Eldrin's power is an edge, and there's no Banes going currently, so it'd be double edge.
Incredible. All right, here we go. Whatever. So 9 damage.
So that'd be 9 damage, yep. Double edge moves it up a tier.
And,
Then you get a shift 2.
does that provoke attacks? If I
Shifts
shift
do
there?
not. Shifts do not.
You know what? I'm just going to shift there and be done with it for now.
After you, who's going to go? Francis.
Shift there, actually.
Francis throws a throwing star at the thing. With an edge, that becomes a 12 for 6 damage.
nice.
It's my whip.
Oh, your whip.
And- yeah.
you whip it. Eldrin, you're grabbed, so you can't shift, but you can take the free strike with an edge.
There we go. Trying to find it. There we go. So 11 with the edge. Oh no, yeah, double edge, right?
You're granting an edge, and yeah, that'd be double edge, so 11.
Yep.
Boom. What else you got, Thalanor?
Yeah, I am going to just try to find my list of maneuvers here. I am recording it. So I'm going to push it just back 1, so it's kind of standing centered there. And I'll take another step over here. And
After
then I'm done.
you, that's into that round. Round 3 coming up. 3 malice for that. 5 malice for 5 of you.
Actually, sorry, Tom. Before I end, I forgot about my thing. I'm going to make sure Ruckus is inside my radius.
Thank you.
Smart move. Okay. Then the Arixx will go first. And the first thing it's going to do is going to be Dust Devil. It flings rocks and debris to fill the area, taking 3 malice. 1, 2, 3. Double edge has started turn underground, which it did. So it basically erupts out of the ground, flinging rocks and dirt in all directions as it does. The double edge gets it up to a tier 2 result, so 6 damage to everyone. It releases the grab on you, Eldrin. It was already released because it was pushed out of your reach.
6 damage to everyone.
6 damage to everyone adjacent, everyone within 3 of it, so not Jan May and not Ruckus. And then push 2, Eldrin. Good thing you have you only have a stability of 1.
No. Yeah.
Boom, off the edge of the pit, falling,
No.
tumbling down 4 squares. With your agility, it becomes 3. You take 6 damage and land prone.
Dude, get out of the pit.
And then Thalanor, your stability is 0, so you're pushed 2 right back against the wall over there. 6 damage to you. Francis, you have stability of 3. It doesn't move you at all. You just take damage. The area now, all of that area is now difficult terrain, which means no shifting. And every square takes 2 to move into. It's on the map here. 1, 2, 3. So all of that's difficult terrain from rocks and dirt that thing threw out as it came out of its burrow. That was its action. And as a maneuver, it will throw up a dust cloud around itself, granting Bane to all attacks against it. And as it's, then it's going to do solo action to take one more action for 5 malice. And it will bite your friendly Francis. 13 damage to Francis.
Universal
Grabs.
shield.
Got it. Great. Grabs Francis. You're going to take acid at the start of your turn, Francis, if you're still grabbed when your turn starts. And with your inertial shield, after all that's reserved, you can use knockback as a free, but now you're grabbed by the thing. How does that work?
How would that work?
Yeah, let me double check. Can grab condition. Speed is 0, no force move except grabber. Okay, so you cannot be force moved unless the grabber force moves you. You can't use knockback, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so there we go.
I really wanted to, but I get it.
That was it. It's done with its whole first turn, and now your guys' turn, Francis. You start within its grab. You can take 3 acid. That.
All right. Well, it's getting pretty hairy. I am gonna shift. Where is the acid exactly? Oh, I can't shift. I'm grabbed, right?
You're grabbed, and plus it's all difficult
And
terrain,
difficult.
so no shifting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then I'm just gonna do a. Actually, I got 2 points. I have enough to do a squat onto myself. And no, that's not as good. I'm gonna do stunning strike, stunning blow. And I have 2 banes now and 2 edges, so it just cancel out.
Let's see. You got an edge from Eldrin, but he's not providing it right now because you can't see him, so you don't have that edge.
Correct.
You got a bane because of
Okay.
the dusty air, so I think you just have 1 bane right now.
1 bane, so that would put me down to that. I'm gonna spend a hero point. How many hero points does it take to reroll?
You can't reroll attacks.
Oh,
With
okay.
hero
All
points.
right. We'll just leave it at that then. So it's at the minimum level, right?
Yep, 6 damage, and you can, and it doesn't daze him. -6. Got it.
And I have 2 discipline. I'm going to use it this time to do the synaptic break field. So now potencies will increase by 1 if someone targets it while it's in my null field.
Null field. Synaptic break. When you ally use ability with potency versus target +1 potency. Okay. Very good. After Francis, this thing will use. This thing will go 3 malice right now. It's going to go ahead and bite Francis, try to finish him off. You see it taking praying mantis style, Francis up to its mouth and tries to bite off Francis's head.
I don't like that.
13 damage to Francis. Francis is fighting. He's fighting as hard as he can. Are you sure you didn't just use that?
I just had a turn.
Trigger things start reset at the top of the round, not on your turn.
Oh, okay. So much to unlearn.
I know. Okay, so 13 damage, and that was his bite. He does his dust cloud again to give himself a bane for everyone attacking him. And what else is he going to do? He's got 3 of those left. That's it for that turn. And then it looks like Eldrin, go ahead.
All right. Maneuver, stand up, double action, get out of this freaking pit. Or double move. And then move. Oh, difficult terrain doubles.
So that was everything. So you did a maneuver to stand, and then using your movement to climb, and using your action to move again. That'd be the new turn when you're all done.
So if I double moved, I'd have 12 movement?
Yeah. 12 total.
And it took 8
to get there, yeah.
So
2 more squares from there.
Yeah, there. That's it.
Okay. The end of your turn, this thing goes into a killing frenzy.
Oh.
Villain action number 3. Acid and claws. Ooh, you guys might have dodged a bullet. Looks like
claws.
Acid and claws. 5 acid to everyone within 2, which is Eldrin and Francis. And if your might's less than 1, you're weakened, but none of your mights are less than 1. So Francis, what's that take you to?
Oops, that's wrong.
-15, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, it keeps.
Yeah, you can't do it. Unfortunately, you have to. What you have to do is type 0 and then enter, and then click it and do -15 and enter. Because otherwise, it just keeps subtracting numbers. It doesn't do negatives well. That's for sure. Or you just type in. Okay, so -15 would kill you unless you spend a hero token to get.
Let's
hero
do
tokens.
the hero token.
Okay, 2 hero tokens. So you get your recovery value back without spending a recovery.
There we go.
All right. That was the end of Eldrin's turn. It used its last villain action in a storm of death, but you guys withstood it somehow. Ruckus.
Let's go ahead and pray. Come on, gods. Yeah, okay, not too bad. I didn't take any damage, and I got 3 Whew, okay. So I now have 5. Okay, I am going to use my faith as our armor. So 4 of my allies. So Eldrin. So basically everybody but Yan Mei. So me, everybody but Yan Mei is going to get 10 temporary stamina.
So keep track of that separate. It doesn't get you out of the effects of being dying, Francis, but it is a nice shield to take off first before you take any more damage.
Got it.
And then Francis, I'm going to go ahead and use Healing Grace as my maneuver, and you can spend a recovery.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
After Ruckus comes Yan Mei.
I'm sorry, that was 10 temporary stamina?
10 temporary. So
Yeah.
keep a separate, just jot it down, scratch piece of
Okay.
paper.
Okay,
Because it doesn't prevent you from the penalties of being negative regular stamina.
gotcha.
Okay. But nobody's negative right now, right? Everybody's out.
Everyone's up, yeah. Yan Mei, what are you doing over there?
Okay. I'm gonna move into the difficult terrain. 2 spaces. I have 5, so that's enough. I'm gonna keep the Flesh of Crucible going with 1 essence.
Okay.
But that gets countered or negated because I have the essence in combat that triggers on fire.
So you take 9 fire damage? I mean, it takes 9 fire damage?
Yeah, it takes 9 damage. Yep. So I still have an action.
Let's see.
'cause it's
Hold up there.
free.
Let me figure this out here. It's doing something that's granting Bane, but you're getting something with edges, and let me double check what those are the affect that spell or not. So
Sure.
you have marking, which is marked in line of effect, grant edge to you or allies in your line of effect on power rolls, so that would affect that. And then the dust cloud, creature in the area take target a creature in the area take Bane on power rolls. And okay, so it'd be this even out. So 9 fire. Got it.
Okay, so because it's a persist, it's free. I'm going to use my main action to cast Vicious Fire.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
And then I have Sturgis to spend. Is that correct?
Yeah, you've been in the circle each time, so you should have 3
Yeah.
unless you spent some already.
Okay, great. So I want to spend 2 to bump that up to 11 damage.
2 would bump it up to 13 damage.
Oh, 13?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 2 each.
Um,
Each surge gives you 2
and
extra
then-
damage.
oh, gotcha.
And then
Okay,
push
and then,
it 3?
Yeah, push 3, yep.
2.
Is that less because it has stability? or
Stability,
something?
yeah, it is. Yeah. Do you want to add to it?
Okay, definitely.
Okay.
So,
How much you add?
trigger explosive assist. I want to push into the spikes again.
You can
So
add 2 or 4.
if I, it's 2 should be enough, right? Because it needs just
But
2.
4 is more damage.
That's true. Let's go. I'll spend 1 essence to
Okay.
go 4.
So you hit there. It takes 3 for hitting the wall with 3 extra movement left. Takes 3 for impaling, and takes 2 for hitting a solid object.
I'd also like to use my mark ability to do damage equal to twice my reason, so another 4.
4 more. Got it. Okay. Now you guys are using all your powers. What else you got, Yan Mei?
Last one is practical magic for maneuver and teleport out of the difficult terrain.
Okay. And then it's going to use Skitter. It takes the damage. It's going to have the damage that you did to it with your viscous fire. It won't have that. I don't know what it does about having force movement damage, but it's going to be the fire damage that it's having. So less than that by 5. And then shift 3 after the effect resolves. So you push it against the wall, then it's going to shift 3 to back in the area of the cloud. There. And skittering back there. After Yan Mei, Thalanor, your turn.
Let's just quickly grab that drama. Ugh. I was hoping for more than that. Okay. Let us do 4 outside of the circle. I am going to. I want to do that. I am going to spend 3 points. So that is a hit. So I slide him 1 towards the spike.
Hypnotic overtones. Okay. And if its I is less than 1, it would be dazed. I is 1. Are you going to stick with that?
Oh, wasn't
Francis was
somebody
doing.
using-
Francis was doing something.
I feel like there was something that happened if
Yeah, if he's in my field, with the
+1 potency?
synaptic, yes, +1
Okay.
potency.
So you slide him 1, but he's got stability, so he doesn't slide any. But you do daze him save-ins.
Woohoo.
Nice.
Okay, it's something at least. Then subtract 3 points for that, and that's weird. I'm going to power chord. Just 1,
Push 1, which he doesn't move. Miss
Yeah.
stability.
and that is, I think, all I got.
Okay. Into round 3. Start round 4 now. 4 malice for the round.
I am going to switch songs. I'm going to switch to the revival limit. Click that didn't show.
Don't know why
I'm
my
trying to
malice
remember.
never worked. 5 and 4 is 9 on top of 3, so 12. Okay, you're going to revitalize and limerick. Okay, so
Yeah.
at the end of your turn, you get to pick 2 targets who can each spend a recovery. So you guys might want to have him go first if you guys want to spend some recoveries. Think about what your initiative
Yes.
order is, everyone. I'd highly recommend always keeping it to 1 unless you guys coordinate and only one of you goes to it too. Always best to do it that way. But regardless of the order you guys pick, he's going first.
Yeah, I think that's
He
the right
is
choice.
dazed.
It's at the end of my turn. Okay. So let's open with my drama.
No, he's dazed. It's his turn right now.
Right, he goes first.
Yeah, he goes
I'll
first.
keep it roll. So
Okay, so he's dazed though. So he will spend first at the start of the turn. He'll spend a geyser anywhere in a cube 3. So Ruckus, Eldrin, and Thalanor caught in a
Okay.
geyser. 4 damage and push 5, or 4 and push 3, or none if you shift adjacent. It's a test of your agility test. So Ruckus, with your agility, that's a middle tier. You're going to take 4 damage. You're going to get pushed vertically 3, but you have stability 1, so you only push vertically 2. That's enough. They'll take 4 more damage when you hit the ground, and you'll be prone.
Oh,
Eldrin, you're
Not good.
gonna take 4 damage, push vertically 5. Your agility's 1, so when you land, you can take 8 damage and be prone.
don't forget about the temporary hit points.
Yeah, make sure
Right.
you
right.
make sure you first take that off the temps.
So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that's 12 total?
Yeah, that would be 12
4
total.
and then okay.
Yeah.
So 10. I'm
And
still
then
at -1.
Thalanor, you are getting 4 damage, then push 5. No stability, so you fall from 25 feet up in the air to the ground, but you only take effectively 2 or 3, 6 damage from the fall and land prone.
That eats up my temporary hit points. But
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so it did the geyser. That exploded. That was 5 malice. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it will do claw swing on Francis and Thalanor, doing 5 damage to both of you. Your agility is less than 1, which it's not for either one of you. So you both take 5 damage from the claw swing. Don't forget your temps. And then it will, at the end of its turn, save. Nope. Fails to save, so it's going to end the daze with its in-turn effect, end daze, but takes 5 damage from doing that. And that is the end of its turn. Francis, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do stunning strike again. I seem so reminiscent of D&D. But here we go.
You're going to take, you're grabbed by this thing, so you're taking 3 acid.
Okay. Still have temps. Okay, here's the stunning strike. A 13. Does that take it? Am I down 1? Do I have 1 bane now? Or no, actually, Eldrin is up.
Yep, you're dead even right now, so it's a middle
Dead
tier.
even. Okay.
So 7, but you will have to increase the potency to daze it.
I because it's in my null field and I'm using synaptic break. Whenever you are an ally against a target, it increases the potency effect.
Perfect. That does it then. So that dazes it and damages it.
Nice.
Back to dazed.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm going to spend another point as a free maneuver to maintain the synaptic break. And as my actual maneuver, I am going to catch breath and spend a recovery.
Okay. Its
And
turn.
that's it.
Start of its turn, 7 malice. It will use Burning Maw. 3 malice. You see acid dripping out of its maw, Francis. It'll have an edge on its next strike it makes. 1, 2, 3. It's dazed, so it's going to do a bite on Francis. With an edge, that'll be a 13 for 13, actually 16 total damage, and grab you.
Oh no.
I'm going to use inertial shield on that, and I kind of want to knock it back, and if I can.
But you got grabbed, so you can't.
I got grabbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
So
then
I'll
it's
take it.
dazed. That's the only thing you can do. So now it's going to try to. Oh, and yeah, I burned it to the burning moth. Oh, it's not working all the time. To watch that. Oh, it did work. It just didn't say it right. Okay. It does the burning maw, and then it's gonna save. Save in the end of its turn. Fails. So it'll end the effect for 5 more damage. Not be dazed. And next to go looks like Ruckus.
Yep. All right. We're gonna go ahead and pray because it's looking desperate. Come on. Oh man.
Being unlucky on those rolls makes a big difference, doesn't it?
It really does.
Huge
not
difference.
Getting those resources.
Yeah, you're not getting
resources.
Yeah.
Really sucks. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use. I'll use Healing Grace, and I'll spend a piety, so that Eldrin and Thalanor can both use a recovery.
Thank you.
And then I'll go ahead and use Blessed Light. I'm gonna go ahead and use Blessed Light on this thing.
Burning Radiance.
And I'll grant.
Nice.
So 7 holy damage, and then I'll grant 2 surges to let's give 2 surges to Eldrin or Yan Mei. Let's give it 2 surges to Eldrin.
All done?
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Thalanor.
Okay. So I am to yell out, "You call that acid? I've had tavern wine that burned worse on the way down."
Dang.
Wow. You got him.
I hurt his feelings. And then I'm going to spend all 3 of my surges to add 6 damage. So 13 psychic damage.
Oh, wow. You did get him.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use my reaction.
Mhm.
I haven't taken it off yet. I'm going to use my reaction to bump that up, to give him +2, to give him an edge.
Okay, so it's 9 plus 6, so 15 psychic damage.
Okay.
A sick burn.
And
okay, so that would... he's not currently dazed. He's going to use Skitter when he takes damage to have it, and shift 3 after the effect resolves. So 15 becomes 7, and then you'll shift 3 to there, towering over Yan Mei. Keep going, Thalanor.
Okay. I will, with the witty banter ability, I'll spend 1 to choose an ally to spend a recovery. And I'll give that to Francis because he's been tanking things if he wants it.
Yep, I took it. Thank you.
All right. I just didn't hear it. Okay. And then I will use my power cord.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Okay. And I'm going to push it into the wall.
Okay,
This way.
he's got stability
far
of
enough.
2, so that pushes him 1.
Okay, I'll take it. But that also gives me a bit
Yan
of
Mei, though, gives explosive assistance. How much more, Yan Mei?
Let's go 4.
4 more, 2, 3 left when it hits the wall, killing it, crushing it like a bug against the wall. And you guys are victorious.
How cinematic.
Holy God Almighty with the explosive push.
Oh, love it. Thank you, Yan Mei.
Perfectly timed. That is that. Into that encounter.
Holy crap.
You
thing
can
was
now
tough.
you can now catch your breath as many times as you want, as long as you have recoveries left. You gain 2 victories. 2 victories, so you're now up to 3 for the day. You find, well, I won't tell you what you find yet because you haven't started looking for anything yet. So yeah, 2 recovery. You catch your breath as many times as you want, and 2 victories. And what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, obviously the correct course of action is to search this place.
Okay.
Yeah, let's look for that guy's amulet.
Yeah. You find, with a careful search through the disgusting nest of this thing and around the rest of the cave, Orsin's Amulet of the Delian Order. Let's see if I have
Nice.
that handout.
Ooh.
So a ray of sunlight captured in a crystal. Oh, that's prerequisites. While you wear the amulet, you gain +1 bonus to saving throws. Additionally, while wearing the amulet, you can dispel the ward on the first level of the Delian Tomb as a main action while you are adjacent to it. So
Nice.
Perfect.
anyone can take that item. If you'd like it, roll d20. Gives you +1 on saving throws.
Tragedy. Yeah.
Even more treasure.
Oh.
Whoa. That is so funny.
No one's rolling good. Ruckus. You want to take that one, Ruckus?
Yeah, I'll
I'll
take
use
it.
our
And
needs
Ruckus,
to-
let's make sure, do you have any other magic items already? Just the potions, just the consumables? No permanents? You're good.
I think so, yeah.
Eventually you'll make more, yeah. And then
Yeah, I'm going to work on those glasses to give somebody.
we're going to give
Um,
the hero, the Monster Bane title goes to Jan May.
Yeah.
Monster
nice.
Bane.
Jan May, Bane of Monsters.
That's right. So, oops, I'm in trouble. Okay, Yame. So you defeat a leader or solo creature with a reason score of -2 or lower, such as an Arixx, which you just did. Choose one of the following:
Nice.
Beastbane, Monster Soother, or Monster Trophy. You don't have to decide right away, but let me know before we play again for sure. When you update your character. Which of those
I think it's
three
pretty
are you gonna
easy. It'd be Monster Trophy because
Okay.
it ties to her backstory.
You get an edge on tests made to intimidate sapient creatures. Nice.
Ooh. Nice, dude.
That's cool.
Tom, can we take a trophy from this thing to show that we
Yes, you can.
slayed it, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
also,
you find nothing else of value.
Do we think the acid is useful? Can we collect any of that?
No, you don't think you can.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty corrosive. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna hack off one of its its head if possible, or one of its claws or something like that to show hey, we slayed this thing.
Okay, yeah, you finish searching its cavern. You find other sinkholes. You gotta be careful walking around. One of you might have fell in, but you dust yourself off, and you're careful the rest of the time. And that's it. You can find your way back out of the tunnels when you're ready to leave.
God, that thing was
So-
tough, man. Its ability to have damage.
Yeah.
Oh, do we think we know where this pit is in relation to what's on the surface? Is it underneath? Do we need to warn anybody? Hey, by the way, your whole property might cave into a sinkhole.
You would estimate it's making its lair kind of at the crossroads coming into the village, right about here.
Uh-oh.
Is about where that's at. You'd think you'd have to come back out and try and triangulate. You won't be able to know for sure.
So one of the main trade arteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
So where to now, everyone?
I mean,
Back to town.
Okay.
yeah, I think I could probably use a sit down and a sandwich.
You guys retrace your steps, find your way back out of the cave. You're met there by Ellery, who is so thankful. She promises you bacon for life. She also says, wait, I have something else for you. She gives you an old journal written in Kaliak with a vial of red honey her grandmother gave to her. There's 4 ounces of the honey. It's demon honey. And the project is a project source for a thing called Buzz Balm. I don't have a handout for that. Let me look and see what that is in the rules.
Buzz Balm.
Buzz Balm.
BALM balm.
BALM, yeah.
Not BOMB.
Not bomb, no. Let's see.
As a maneuver, you rub the balm on your body and feel it tingle across your skin. You immediately end the bleeding and weaken conditions on yourself, and you gain a +2 bonus to speed until the start of your next turn.
Nice.
Keyword magic and oil. Item prerequisite, an ounce of it. And then there's source and characters.
So one of you can have those ingredients, and you'll be able to make your own one later. So if you'd like that, and you don't, well, if you do currently have a consumable, you can still roll. But until everyone's got one consumable, you'll have to give up your consumable that you don't want the most. So roll d20 if you want the Buzz Balm.
Sure, why not? Destined not to get loot in any of Tom's games.
Everyone else might pass. You might luck out.
Hooray!
All right. Looks like Thalanor has Buzz Balm. Ingredients thereof. Does it say it takes 4 ounces of the demon honey to make it?
It doesn't. 1 ounce. Item prerequisites, 1 ounce of demon honey.
Okay, so does anyone... We'll split demon honey up one at a time. Anyone else want any demon honey? Or else it all goes to Thalanor, who can make 4 of these Buzz Balms for it. Okay, Thalanor, you have that. You have the Amulet of the DELIAN Order in hand. Where do you want to go now?
Yeah, can we go take a nap? Can we go take a nap?
So when you want to take a respite, you can do that. But that basically what that does is turns all your victories into experience. It marks off 1 respite, and so you might not want to do that. All the time.
Yeah, I don't know if we're...
Is there anyone else you want to go talk to before you take the respite?
I still got 5 recoveries. I guess we can go kill a wolf. Oh, Thalanor's down to 2 recoveries. Yeah.
But I'm also a coward, so if I run out, I am prepared to run away and leave you guys. So we can keep going. It is fine.
Good to know.
Hey, I saved the day last time with my fleeing abilities.
It's true. It's true. Okay. Well, so let's go talk to what's it? The charcoal.
Okay. Go talk to the charcoaler.
And just to show him, so it sounds like we need this amulet. Like, should we?
Yeah.
Like, do we want to say, "Hey, we found it. However, do you mind if we borrow it?" Or how? What do we want to say to this guy?
Well, I think we have to be honest that we found it, and then just tell him that we're on a holy mission
to save the village.
Yeah, and that we may not keep it, but we'd like to use it, and if there's anything that we have that he wants, like, see, this is the not goofy. We don't track gold in this game, but I'm assuming we have wealth of some sort. We might be able to trade for it.
Francis, can you and I wear sunglasses and tell him that we're on a mission from God?
I know where you're going with that, but I'll be Elwood.
Yeah.
And you can be Jake.
Perfect.
All right.
But we're gonna go talk to him and say that we were victorious in slaying the beast at a great cost of our own, and show him the scars and the acid burns, of which I have many.
Before we leave that lady's pig farm, can I take some bacon?
Yeah, she has some ready for you.
I just want a roadie to get us up to the charcoal burners.
Yeah, let's take lots of bacon, and then maybe we can, persuade Orson with bacon.
Ooh, we can say, hey, we have your amulet. We're just going to borrow it for a little bit. But for now, please enjoy this delicious bacon.
Right. Yeah, seems reasonable.
I think that seems perfectly reasonable to borrow. I mean, we're going to borrow it to save his village,
Yeah.
Old Orson, all covered in soot, is happy to see you. He's, the first words out of his mouth are different. They're not all muddled and rattled and like they were the first time we talked to him. Instead, they're warm and friendly and direct, and he says, "Thank you for this. I know. I'm not who I pretend to be. I'm actually like you, an adventurer. Well, I used to be. I'm part of an organization called the Coursers. I basically help out traveling heroes who are part of the organization and those who are outside of it, like yourselves. This amulet, the amulet of the DELIAN Order, I actually want you to have it. It will get you deeper into the DELIAN tomb, and I know what's going on there. I've kept my ear to the ground. Abbot Lorick left some notes out in the chapel I happened to see. In the meantime, if you folks are interested in becoming coursers yourselves, let me know. I can give you more information about it. You've proven yourselves worthy of a membership."
And what do we know of the coursers?
Yeah, what do we know? Yeah, give us a little information.
Yeah, the Coursers are an organization dedicated to defending the wild places of the world. This means defending forests, rivers, plains, oceans, deserts, and other natural places from cultists and demons and those who would destroy or corrupt the wilderness. We're somewhat a secret society, not because we hide our existence, but because we don't announce it or claim credit for our achievement. The organization consists of heroes of all kinds, but the most common folks to join are those with connections to nature. Green elementalists, furies, and conduits with the nature domain. Most members of the organization are traveling heroes who go from place to place looking for evil within the wilds to combat. These adventuring coursers travel in pairs or sometimes as a large party of heroes. Since you have aided me, you can join the organization if you wish. At least 2 of you must join, though, at a time, as coursers work in number of 2 or greater. If you elect to join the coursers, I'll give you a brooch that resembles a 12-stringed lute, a symbol of your membership. And you'll also earn the title Courser Chanterelle. Let's see, what's Courser Chanterelle do? You're invited to join the coursers and accepted. Choose one of the following, always in 2s. A creature who benefits from your aid, attack, maneuver also gains a surge. That's one thing you guys never really did very often. Was, if you happen to end your turn with the maneuver that you can't do anything for, aid attack is a good thing to use it for. It grants an edge. And now it would grant an edge and a surge. Or you could do Nature Guide, and you make a reason test to identify an animal or plant and get a tier 1 or 2 result. You can re-roll the result and use the new result. And then the last thing is one with the wilderness. While you're outdoors and not in a settlement, you can't be surprised. So 1 or 2 or all of you can choose to become coursers if you like.
Yunmei would be honored to join.
Do we hear a second?
Within this game, mechanically, is there any reason you can't join multiple organizations as they come up?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if they're exclusive or hate each other, probably not.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. I wasn't like, if you sign up for one, or you locked in with another. I'll sign up if there's enough people for me.
Okay. And you can just remind me when you send me your updated characters that you joined the coursers. And I'll put a description of all the details of it in the summary. Okay. So you have the amulet. You keep it. It's yours. And do you want to do anything else before you take a respite?
Do we want to talk to the stonemason before we really do much else? See if he has any information for us about his shipment that he's not.
Yeah, let's get that information.
No harm.
The stonemason is a little bit out of the town square, but you've kind of walked near where they are a couple times now, so you know where they're at. Heading back out there, you see a large fenced-in yard with sturdy tables covered in metal tools and a small house. A stone-skinned dwarven woman with an anxious expression mutters to herself as she putters about the yard, putting tools into a large burlap sack.
Hello.
Hello. I've seen you about. You're the heroes. What can I do for you?
We heard you had a shipment that didn't arrive.
Well, that's not exactly it. You see, I only use the finest stone from my home city of Calavar. But the latest shipment, they've changed the terms. Murkic, a dwarf staying at the inn, she points towards the Featherbed Inn, hauled some stone all the way out from Calavar for me, but he changed the deal. Not only does he want the original payment, he also wants my bag. You look at the bag that she's putting tools in, and you notice this as you're walking up. She's put more tools in that bag than there's room for tools in that bag. Not only does he want the original payment, he also wants my bag. I know it doesn't look like much, but this thing is key to my work. It's magic and helps me carry stone to my jobs without needing to get a cart and a horse. I can't work with the other stone. I won't. The stuff from the Granite Mountains is the best. After being here for nearly 60 years, most of the stone in this town is from those mountains, and the idea of a mismatch is unacceptable. I might be too close to it all, so maybe you could talk to Murkic for me and convince him to take the original deal? I'd be grateful. I'm all out of stone. If there was some way I could get that stone from the stables and just leave him our original payment, probably a bad idea. So many ways that might go wrong. So she's asking you to go to the inn and talk to the dwarves there to get the stone on the original agreement, or she hinted at stealing it and leaving the money of the original agreement.
Ooh, I have a criminal background, and I'm morally flexible.
A certain morally casual attitude. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super down with stealing it. I'd rather try open discourse to see if we can convince the dwarves.
Well, by this time, it's probably getting toward evening, towards supper time. The dwarves are probably at the Featherbed Inn having their dinner by now.
Okay, what do we say? Or do we want to take a two-pronged approach while some of us try to convince them? Although Valinor, I mean, you've got to have some pretty heavy persuasion, right? Like,
I've been known to have some persuasion.
I mean, you got to be a silver-tongued
You are
devil
putting
there.
a lot of pressure on me.
Oh, sorry. No. But okay, well, so what do people want to do? Do you want to go and talk to them, or do we want to try more nefarious means?
I mean, there's no reason we couldn't do both. We could start, and if they are not willing to agree to new terms, maybe we come back,
Yeah.
borrow her bag of holding, load it up with all the stone, and then scamper out of there.
All right. Yeah. Let's give that a try.
Okay.
All right. So let's head to the featherbed inn and see if we can't
Yeah.
locate these.
Yeah, you notice the group of 5 dwarves gathered together in the common room just as you enter.
See how do we want to approach this here? Do we want to just sort of walk up to them and start a conversation, or are we going in heavy, or how are we doing this?
I am going to. Are they sitting at the table? Like, Tom, do I see the dwarves sitting at the table, drinking and eating, sort of thing?
Yeah. If you go to the town square, and the inside of the tavern's actually kind of a different scale of the
Cool.
outside, but so it looks a little more cramped than it probably is. But there's a group of dwarves in there. Here they are, sitting in the corner, eating dinner.
Okay. I'll go up to the barkeep. I will order a round of whatever I think dwarves would enjoy partaking in, some sort of local whiskey or rum or
Okay.
ale. And I will bring it over, put it on the table, and sit down with them without them like.
You notice one of the dwarves' muscles. One of the dwarves looks up, nods at you, his muscles rippling under his stone skin. His left hand is missing 3 fingers. He beams with a wide smile when he sees the drinks. He says, "What is this for?"
This is a greeting, Master Dwarf. I'm hoping to bend your ear a little bit.
"What can I help you with?" As he distributes the drinks to the table.
I will advise, and I don't know what everyone else is doing, so I don't know if this is just going to solo me.
I'm sitting down. I'll sit down with you.
Yeah. I say, you look like honest and straightforward dwarf, so I won't beat around the bush. I'll get right to it. We have been around this town for a little bit, righting wrongs and helping those we can. And in our travels, we encountered what was her name? I forget. Whatever the stonemason's name is.
Her name was Dunquat.
Yeah. We stopped by and talked to Dunquat, and she advised that you and her had a bit of a disagreement concerning some products she had ordered. I was hoping we could have a quick chat about that.
Yeah, you're welcome to sit. Yeah, she has a misunderstanding. Who of you, if any of you, would like to try and suss out his honesty while he's talking?
I'll give it a go.
Okay, Ruckus, make a intuition test.
Oh man, I'd like to re-roll that, but I don't think we have any. Do we have any hero tokens
You
left?
have 1 hero token left.
Let's save that though.
Okay. So that's going to be 7, and I also have read person.
So 9 total is still the lowest result you can get. Which
I can try as well.
Well, bad things happen when you do this and don't roll high, so you don't want to have everyone, zeroing in on what they're saying. This is an interesting aspect of this system. It's pretty cool how they do insight. It's not like a free radar where everyone can try it. If someone tries it and does badly, you can offend the people that you're trying it against, which you just did.
Oh.
You can't tell if Murkuk is being truthful or not truthful or lying about anything.
Yeah.
But he does get a little defensive and glares at the orc. And he says, Dunquat's a fine mason. She uses our stone to make a lot of buildings in town. And now she has to use it to make repairs if she wants anything to match. She knows masonry isn't just a job, it's an art. Too bad she refuses to pay the fee. The fee didn't change, and he smashes the table with his fist when he says that. We didn't change any deal. She just forgot and didn't write anything down. We're not leaving until we get what we are owed. It's just a magic bag in addition to the normal fee.
And I will tell him, well, that sounds plenty reasonable to me. Is there a written copy? Do you perhaps have a written copy of the deal that we could bring back to her to
No,
for
it was
missing the study?
verbal.
Were there witnesses, perhaps?
You're looking at
Or
them.
some sort of like persuade mechanic I can.
You can try to kind of press them for information with a presence test. Again, a low roll here could have a negative impact, but it'd be presence and you'd add your persuasion.
Okay. The reason I ask is I have the scene partner ability, and it's I get I can persuade people if I'm successful in making tests with them. So
Yeah, go for it.
Where'd my token go?
Oh, you guys are all up here by the tavern.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Maybe into the room itself, actually.
Ooh, 13, and he's got persuade.
So 15.
Pretty good.
Want to go with 15?
Yeah, let's go with 15.
You have I think you have a Bane, but that's high enough to ignore the Bane from the insight that failed. Yeah. Okay, so you get the Militaire. So Murkuk, he says, the truth is, my friends have been taken captive and ransomed. I'm worried that just revealing this information puts their lives at risk.
I'm going to try and put him at ease and say, surely you've heard of some of the work we've done around town already. We're here to help. We are capable of helping. I would like to help. Let me help you.
So you can try to negotiate with him to, reduce the price. You're willing to help, so you're willing to offer something in trade. His starting interest is only a 1.
Oh.
Do you have? Let's see if it's on.
His starting patience is a 3. So here's where you're going to go one check at a time here, and we'll let you, Thalanor, go first. His interest isn't high enough to freely tell you his motivations, but you can try to suss out one.
How does renown affect this?
His impression score is 2. So if you have a renown of 3, which some of you might, or 2 even, that means you're famous. He might have heard of you. You could have an edge on persuade checks, or lead checks, or flirting checks.
Having obtained a success on that initial persuade I did to kind of get things going, am I able to kind of use my scene partner ability to form a bond with him? I'll copy and paste what the ability is.
Yeah, I see it right here.
It's in the routines.
Patience is 1 higher, yeah. So you're using that. So his patience has gone up 1. Once for negotiation, when you make an argument that would increase their interest 1, you instead increase it 2. That's good.
Ooh. Wow, get in there.
And then Eldrin, while you are present during a negotiation, each hero who treats their renown as 2 higher than usual. So yeah, you guys effectively, if you're playing the good cop, you can have edges on flirt or lead or persuade with the dwarves. If you're playing the bad cop, you can have edge on brag, interrogate, intimidate with the dwarves. So let's do one at a time. We'll do some checks to see if you can get them your side. We'll start with Thalanor.
Yeah, I'm really into the persuade. Just kind of lead into the, you mentioned that your friends are missing or are being ransomed. We already brought back the Smith's daughter. We've already done Orson and whatever the lady's name is at the farm. There's no reason
So you want to lean on protection as motivation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can make that is one of their motivations. You can make an easy test.
But 4 is not bad, right? Persuade 6.
Wait, hold on. I think I have something. Oh no, this isn't a montage, right? No.
Not a montage, no. But your troubadour thing is scene partner once per negotiation. You raise their interest by more than 1. Okay. Yeah. So you stumble over your words somehow. You say something offensive to the dwarves, and their patience reduces by 1.
Whoops.
All right, then on May. So you don't know what motivations they have, but you can.
Yeah, I could just pick one, right?
You could try to pick one if you guess at what they might be motivated by. You can try to uncover a motivation by asking if their interest is 3 or higher, which it's not yet. They could potentially tell you, or you're going to have to make a roll, or you can just guess and not try to uncover one.
Yeah, I'm going to try to just guess. They seem like very ordered people, so I'm going to try to appeal to their higher authority.
Okay. All right. That's not a motivation for them, so make a medium reason, intuition, or presence test. Oh, nice. So that's 15, plus you can add a skill if you have one. And empathize, yeah, that'd be appropriate.
Yeah.
So 17. So no motivation. You increase your interest by 1, but their patience does decline. So the interest is now up to 2. Patience now down to 2. Patience drops to 0. That's when they can't be persuaded any further. With an interest of 2, they still won't honor the original deal, but they would agree to take only the quantum satchel and require no money of Dunquat. So that's where you're at with an interest of 2. You can try and you can accept that or keep going. Francis, want to accept that offer or keep going?
I'd like to keep going just
Okay.
because I want to.
So you can try and uncover
learn.
motivation.
Yes, that's what I want to
Do you
do.
want to try that? Okay.
And I have, I assume it's an interpersonal.
Yeah.
Not.
It is either reason, intuition, or presence to uncover
I'm going to
motivation.
use. All right, and I roll a test for that.
You roll
right?
a test, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
Okay,
have an intuition of 2, and I also have read person.
So you're up to 15. Unfortunately, you needed to get all the way to 17 to learn a motivation. But it doesn't cost you anything. You don't lose anything from trying. So
Right. Okay.
now you're gonna have to guess.
But that's my action for
No,
this, right?
you gotta take an actual argument too.
Okay, I'm going to go with judgment
Okay.
and
Like justice.
Justice. Yeah,
Okay.
as a member of the church, we feel strongly about justice, and we would uphold your views to get justice.
Okay.
Uh,
That is not a motivation for them, so it'll be a regular medium reason, intuition, or presence test.
Okay, here we go. Oh, crapola.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is the highest you can get, so that's going to be the low win. No motivation, -1 interest, -1 patience. So now the offer drops with a 1 interest to they're not going to change their current deal offer to Dunkwat. So next to go would be Eldrin. You want to accept that or try and get
Yeesh.
better?
So sorry, accept back to the original plan.
Yeah, accept the original one.
Okay.
It could get worse.
No.
They could drop to 0
Yeah,
interest.
I know. Oh man. I'll keep going. Wait, we gotta get interest to what? 3?
What the higher it gets, the better it gets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try.
You can also try a motivation if you want. Try to uncover one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can guess.
And if I try to uncover, that won't. I can still make an argument if.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm sorry. How do I uncover?
You make a reason, intuition, or presence test.
Okay. So I'll do reason.
Ooh, well done.
Woohoo.
All right.
There we
So
go.
you learn your choice, a motivation or a bit.
A motivation.
Their other motivation besides protection would be peace. Merkic, he shares with you, he just wants to do business as normal. He's hoping that if he gives the bag to his friends being taken captive, the captor, that will end it.
Okay. So now I can try to persuade using that motivation?
You can, yeah. Then it'd be a new motivation check, an easy check.
Okay.
Good thing. Good thing it became easy. So that's going to be new motivation +1 interest, -1 patience.
So I got. Just
you-
to make sure I'm doing this. Yeah, I can't bring it much higher than that because I have an edge if I use persuade.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, you could get to 17.
Here we go.
Boom, okay. That makes it a +1 interest, no loss in patience. So now he's back up to 2, where he says, okay, I'll take just the bag. No
Maybe
money.
we should take this, guys.
Wait,
Ruckus, you get to choose. You can take that offer or try and press.
And Ruckus, you're still crawling around on the floor.
Oh, sorry. Can't we just tell this guy we'll go get whoever got kidnapped back?
Oh, yeah, that's
And
that's something you can do. Yeah, you're just trying to persuade him to honor the deal. And maybe you can't. Maybe you can't, and you've already persuaded him to lessen the cost a little bit.
Right.
You might be able to persuade him not only to completely get rid of it, but also even to maybe help you with other ways to go get back to his friends.
All right. What do we think, guys? Go for it. Because we've uncovered all his motivations, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So we only risk pitfalls.
Yeah, you only risk pitfalls. You could still try and uncover motivation to learn the pitfall.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. If you have a good reason, presence, or intuition, maybe.
I have I've got +2 to. So I've got +2 to. Okay, yeah, because I have 2 to intuition and reason, I think.
You do. I'm clicking it, so
Yeah.
ignore this roll.
Oh, there we go.
Ignore that roll.
So so I've got
Presence.
2 to.
You got
I got 2 to
persuade.
presence and I got persuade.
And you got the edge because
Okay.
you guys have renown,
Yep.
so you're +6 on the roll.
Yeah. Do
Okay,
it.
so let's try it. All right, man.
Do you want to
Here
try
we
and
go.
uncover motivation, or just go with the argument?
Is there any downfall to? Is there any?
Yeah,
negative
because
side?
yes, the negative side is if you pick a persuasion that's actually a pitfall, then you'll have a harder test. Or actually, using a pitfall just automatically lowers stuff. So you want to avoid any pitfalls for sure.
But is there any drawback to trying to discover the pitfall?
Yes, if you roll low, you learn no info and you lose patience. His interest won't
Right.
change. You just ends the discussion.
Right. Oh man. So what do we think? Should I try to go just for the persuasion, or should I try to discover what the pitfall is?
So like we said, I think there's more chance that you'll pick a pitfall if you try to guess, because all we have is pitfalls that we know of.
Right.
So
All right. So I'm going to try to suss out a pitfall. I'm going to say the pitfall is greed.
we're going to
Like, I think
guess,
if we-
or are you going to...
Well, so yeah, how does that work, Tom?
You just got to avoid using it. Do you want to try and suss out what their pitfall is? You can roll for that, or you can just pick randomly, trying to avoid what it might be.
All right. Should I try to suss out and hope I don't roll low?
It's not really a group debate. You decide.
Yeah.
You're there talking.
God. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm gonna just avoid, like, I think because they said it's protection and peace. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to persuade him, and I'm like, so I think the greed is a pitfall. I think if we try to accuse him of being greedy, because he tended to be like really adamant that the deal was the deal.
Yeah, you guys aren't having this debate at the table, so you pick and tell me what it is.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So if I don't want to suss out and I just want to make the persuasion, do I just make a persuasion test?
You pick one of those motivations. You could pick
One of those
benevolence.
motivations. And I gotta.
And hope
pick.
that's not a
Okay,
pitfall.
I see.
So the ones to pick from, I just posted there. Benevolence, discovery. You already chose freedom. Greed, higher authority. I already took justice. Oh, no, you didn't do freedom. So freedom's one. Legacy, power, protection. You did protection. Revelry, vengeance. Just pick one of those 12 that you think might be on their good side and persuade them.
So we
using
said
that.
so protection and peace.
Use both of
We
those
found
already.
out.
Yeah.
And those were both ones.
Yeah.
Have we used freedom?
You haven't used anything but protection and peace.
Okay.
Oh, you did use one, but it wasn't one. It was higher authority, I think.
The higher authority and justice, I think.
Yeah.
Neither one of those were. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna try freedom. Like, I'm gonna say
Okay.
that obviously you.
That's not a motivation, but not a pitfall. So make a medium test.
Okay.
It's +6 on this roll. So that's a 15, so it's medium tier. No motivation, -1 patience. So that's the end of the discussion.
Ah.
So you got them talked down to not taking any money, but they still want the quantum satchel.
Well,
You
didn't
know,
we just ask him.
you
if
know
we
where
rescued
the people are being captive. You could definitely go and try and just take care of that, and then they might change their mind after that.
Yeah, let's just go do that. That's what we're good at.
Yeah. So that is on the East Road, right here. There's the ruins of an old mage tower set back from the road in the edge of the forest. And that's where they were taken. Their dwarves friends were taken there, and there were ogres and an orc wizard. And after that discussion, after you have your dinner, that's where we're going to end for today. You've got, I want to kind of get an idea where you want to go next, so I have it prepped. You got like three choices. You got the Mage Tower, you got the Wolf Den, you've got the Delian Tomb, now that you can go lower in. You guys have a preference for next time?
So we still got time before Dude Wolf's out. Do you guys want to go to the tower and take care of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
if we go to the werewolf cave, is it a bad idea since it's like evening?
You can go there anytime. And then the next question I'm going to have to ask you guys is, do you want to take a respite now or go to one of those places next time with no respite? You'll be at 3 victories. So you'll have a little bit more, resources to start with heroic resources. But of course, you'll be whatever recoveries you're at now too.
I mean, I say we take a rest.
I vote for Russ too.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Then that is it. You guys will end this session with a respite. Think about what you want to do for a project. And in fact, we'll take care of that kind of by Discord. And I'll just roll for you randomly in Discord when you finally decide which project you want to work on. And I'll send out the summary of the adventure, the organization you can join, the title of the Courser or the title of the Monster Slayer or Monster Bane and the other treasures that you guys found. And
Awesome.
since you're taking a respite, your 3 victories turn into experience. I think you need 16 experience to gain 2nd level, so I don't think anyone's there yet.
I'm only at 7.
Yeah.
that's
Some of
with
you
that.
are not. One person's only at 3, probably. First time playing the character.
Yep, I'm at 3.
Okay, that's it. Thanks for playing,
All right.
guys.
Awesome. That was
So
fun.
we'll play.
Thanks, Tom. That was great.
The plan is same time next week, and if you can't make it, let me know because I'm sure I'll be able to find an alternate. But we'll just play every week until you guys finish the Delian Tomb.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Awesome.
everyone.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Great game.